One. Moving.
Okay. It is a lovely Saturday morning here with Arma Finland. We are playing Mud and Blood on a certain map by Firex. We are Alpha 3 in the Alpha Platoon in the company-sized attack. The ChDKZ here are going to make an assault on entrenched CDF positions across this thick forest. There are areas of town, there are areas of minefield, there are areas of open patches between the trees, and we're hoping that that open terrain doesn't fuck us over. We do have two BMP-1s, I believe, with high explosives to support, and the enemy has a 50 cal set up somewhere in that forest.
Well, which fire team do you want on your right side if we get to come back?
We'll be swinging naturally in a line shortly. When we do that, we'll have you guys closer to the inside. So, Severe, you'll take red team on my left.
Everyone get a nice look at those vehicles, and make sure you remember what they look like. They're your friends.
Yeah, when I said the enemy trucks only have noses, I lied. Apparently our trucks have noses too.
Our trucks have noses, enemy trucks have flat tops, or flat faces.
Dirty browns and greens.
When we actually spread into line, I want 5 meters in between each rifleman. Spacing is for gaze, and that's why we're doing it.
Well, okay. No.
First presumed contact should be past Q2, but we are going to start spreading out as soon as we get into this tree line in front of us. When we're in the tree line, we'll be heading roughly 290 in a position. How close are we to the road? Mountain's right next to us. There it is. This tree line a bit. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, I'm going to slow her down. I need you guys to sprint up if you can and get to my right if you're in blue team or left if you're in red with Severe.
Quebec 1 and now.
Red on my left.
Copy.
That was quick.
Continuing forward, they're called contact north. Get into the concealment on the right, face northwest, presume contact that direction.
4-7. Alpha 3 and 4 take a quite wide for right. And pass the enemy on the flank.
Severe, take your team red, try to maneuver forward. We got enemies on the flank here, somewhere around 300. We'll be right behind you supporting.
Yeah, red smoke northwest.
Romeo 4 area along MSR.
Should be a small team, try not to let them get away.
One box or one item.
Blue, maneuvering up northwest, on me.
Moving.
2, 4, this is 3, pushing up on red smoke, over.
Red spread out to my left.
Up 1, we have pushed further west to try and cut off their escape. Copy. Alpha 1, was that red smoke thrown by the enemy? A firm enemy. Copy that.
We have friendlies maneuvering into position west to cut off their escape. Watch your fire, look for green armbands. Make sure you don't whisper. Blue, let's focus on positioning left of the green smoke here.
This is Alpha 2, our squad leader just died, I'm taking off. Copy.
Movement front, west-northwest, believes friendly. Not sure. Friendly, yep.
Okay, platoon, continue pushing towards Quebec 2. We'll take a short halt there and assess the situation.
Contact north.
No.
3 has more contact north at the... Nice frag.
Take a concealment and start fighting.
I'm not too worried about this ambush unless they find ways to finish off people. Just in medical terms,
Alpha 1, I believe Alpha 2.
we'll be fine. The medics will come and get us. Shit. Dream is down over here. Dream is down over here.
This is Alpha 2, I just respawned, we got ambushed.
Copy.
Severe report, is your team still up and pushing? Three has multiple casualties on the north side near the edge of the map. Not sure if the enemy ambushes are dead or not. Over.
Don't know where they went.
Hardcore, I'm up with a class 5, got no eyes on Severe.
Careful leaving the north side of the map. Enemies are near the edge of it. If you're committed to engagement, continue to push, otherwise back up north. Blue is consolidating on red. Blue is consolidating on red.
Alpha 1.
Medical on my claws.
Where is your bars here? On my way.
Got all turned around. A3 is still getting out casualties up. Over.
Copy. Alpha 1 out 10.
Alpha 1.
Situation and position.
By the road, squad lead down.
Other elements of the platoon are continuing to push and engaging enemy contact west about 100 meters. Break.
Copy, do you have visual contact?
We're going to pull it in, consolidate
right?
until we have our team lead back up here. Hold close security, emphasis on west and north.
I have contact with a squad unknown.
So many boo-boos.
Copy.
Right, for now, just keep looking north.
Thank you for taking over charge for red. Appreciate it. Blue, focus on west. Blue, punch out 25 meters west and give Dream here a little more breathing room. I'm coming with you.
Alpha 1 is in line with Alpha 2.
Bullet gun in my head.
Shots north-northwest, not sure friend or foe.
Alpha 4, is that you taking contact?
Do you remember our tracer color? Is it green? Okay, I think they have green tracers. That was incoming fire from northwest, but there's friendlies intermingled. Tiflar, watch your fire. Blue, keep an eye on it. Over.
Command, this is Alpha 2, my guys snowballed into the yellow formation on the blue line.
Repeat, what position is that?
On the BL blue, on the yellow marker.
Copy that. Alpha 2,
She's got
copy
our
that.
rate, she'll be back from that time. She's gonna drag her back. The bullet's gonna go
Copy
wrong.
that.
Aquila, I need you to take red team north-northwest. I'm around the right side of the friendlies you'll witness. Help them push out enemy contact in that patch of trees, and then we'll regroup on you later. Aquila, do you copy?
She's back up.
Red team, let's catch up.
Okay, Severe, same order. Blue, take it nice and slow and let red team pass you.
Today, when we get a second, you
Hey fellas,
you
what
need
element?
stitching.
Alpha 1, gotcha.
Contact
Platoon,
north.
our next next Alpha 4 is already on that line.
Blue, wheel right. Blue, if you're not engaged, wheel right.
Red, get the lid out. Get the lid out, northwest.
I got Tiflar here, but no Pi. Pi, we're gonna hold to the right of the white smoke and wait for you.
Yep, I'm going to try to finish. I was suppressing the...
Severe, red team, if that ever dies down, if the fire dies down, I need you to wheel right and join us. Go ahead last.
I've got somebody on the road directing west, no armband discernible.
I think my IC's been killed.
Please verify.
Right now I'm trying to get an overview.
Friendly, friendly.
Copy.
Friendly.
Defend your position.
Blue is now
Don't
right of the
go
white
any
smoke.
further right.
Towards you.
Red, don't go any any further right. You see where the machine gun is shooting? See the casualties? Don't go there. Red, I'm smoking up. Red, I'm smoking up. Red, fall back 50 meters. Fall back southeast 50 meters.
Blue, hold it. We're waiting for red. Contact north.
Red, follow me northeast. Let's go.
That was a nice shot. And he fooled me. Okay, the contact was west as well. We got caught on an L. That was nice. That was nice.
Maybe I'd be able to get him and bomb it all.
And here's Whale.
Howdy.
We're losing all the leadership.
Thick forest. Very thick.
Yeah.
It just so happened that, you know, Rory was in the point scheme as we moved into combat.
I wasn't on point though, to be fair. There was like 2 people in front of me and I still died.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, the machine gun has mowed us all down. He waited.
Your squad lead as well, right?
Yeah, Alpha 3 got a little pushed in closer to the road itself, so we were a little more left than we should have been.
Yeah,
I think we made it
everyone did.
to Q. I think we made it almost to Q2.
Exactly. I died over here almost by Q3. So, and I know that I saw like 2 friendly squads push up ahead of us. So you were probably somewhere here, like in between Q2, Q3.
I died in a thick forest after having moved through a whole lot of forest with very few openings. So I feel like it's still almost to Q2, but if you were all the way that far, I don't know. I'm not confident about where I died.
Because we saw these and we pushed past them. So I know we'd passed Q2 at least. But yeah. It's just funny because I just mentioned earlier, like all 4 squad leaders died in that first engagement. The Spaniards died first, so they just got in before the respawn wave. But otherwise, like all 4 of the squad leaders died in that first engagement. So I hope we have good 2 ICs.
Severe's my 2 IC.
Still
That'll be fine.
I went up to him, he was completely red. I was stabilizing him, getting him bandaged so I could drag him out. And then
That went
shot,
fucking well.
mowed down, and they hit Kuhn as well. He's still up. I took like 2 shots.
Hi, Sark.
I don't believe that.
How do you die?
I get shot in the forest.
Yep, that seems like a common theme. Sark, are you hearing? Sark plug? F. It's not going quite yet, Aaron, but we're the attackers. We have to wander muddled through a forest and eventually come into contact. That usually kills us.
How much?
Mario.
The enemy was a bit further forward than we had anticipated, and we basically had our rendezvous point on top of the enemy.
Oh yeah,
And,
Bravo 3, we got pinned down by some machine guns.
How do you die, Pi?
I got lots of grenades.
Hmm.
I think we're giving them some as well. But yeah, we're taking a lot more casualties than we thought at this point.
The enemy was there. So.
How close?
No, it's crazy. I even smoke Kuhn now.
15, 20 meters. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I know, this person saw it.
Alien. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Oh hey, Oliver.
It seems like we're not doing enough story.
I'm gonna get a snap. I'll be right back.
I hate the grenade that was meant for Frex. When I was in cardiac arrest before, I was just trying to get back to you.
Settings are brutal. Absolutely brutal. 1 shot, you go down. 2nd shot, you're cardiac arrest. Maybe
that's where you're being shot. If you just take it in the arm.
User in your channel timed out.
Oh wow, Bravo 3 was wiped out at least half. Okay. It felt like light contact to me, to be quite honest.
That was so good. Kuhn is not appearing, which is weird.
Why couldn't you move?
So he must have got medical help.
No, Blue couldn't move to the south of the street.
There's one bet. Fuck this as well. Last I had some blue they were moving in from town. I don't know which one they were referring to.
Town.
I think they meant a few buildings, yeah?
Buildings. Not blue ones, as in...
I don't think they're outside the zone, we were moving into the zone.
Unless they're going really well. It's not where we need to be going. I said move up a lot further than nothing like that.
Might have. They took very fast to the and moved forward. Like I thought they first wanted to move in front of us, they told them to flank, like a small town, and they did.
What is this? The flag is not moving. It's fake. The moon landing is fake.
And then it started raining. Hey, our squad's making it work. Only Sark and Pi died. Good. Alpha 3's still out there fighting.
What's the deal with the rain?
Yeah, they're covering fire maybe a weapon.
Our medic's still up too.
Bit different.
Koska kyllä löytin tänne kuolleiden joukkoon?
Yeah. Was one machine gun I was getting? One machine gun.
Man, so it's just like half of Alpha dead?
I don't know. Alpha 3 is still mostly up. Like 3/4. I had to put a cone on my dog. She was biting her tail. Poor thing.
Anyone here watch The Price is Right?
The most ironic death. I'm the medic, he's the squad leader.
They're cutting the grass over there.
Were they just hitting you guys head on, or was he ambush?
Oh shit, they're severe. Damn. Well, we made it past Q2 towards Q3, and it's a forest. It's a continuous ambush.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we hit MSR Silver, and they just nailed us.
We were right here when we started getting hit. Like right here is our position where we died.
You guys made it past the road? Here. Damn.
Yeah, they are up here on that hill and in this building.
You got a lot farther than us.
Before I died, they also called contact on building yellow.
Yeah,
they've got a fire team side up by Brown and what sounded like a 50 cal up by in that area along the minefield from Brown to the minefield.
Okay.
Something heavy was lighting me up at that tree line.
Well, now we're mostly here.
Killed me. Killed me in 2
Dream
shots.
still out there?
Did you guys run into any mortars?
Nope. Only UBGL, under barrel GLs. That's about it.
Because right before they hit us, we had 2 smokes right on us. I think that might have been them.
No, they're just big smokes. They have a patch that makes the hand smokes and UGL smokes bigger.
So where's the rest of the company now? Well, do you know?
No word from platoon before I died, but I've been dead a while. I've been dead the last 10 minutes.
Okay.
I've got a 4-minute respawn.
Hello. I tried to say one more.
Bravo 2 died probably at PL Green.
Wait, is all?
Well, I tried my best to bridge the gap between Bravo 2 and 3. I killed like half a squad.
Did you use any grenades to do that?
Only one, but it was right in their face.
I hope it was really effective, given your namesake.
It was.
Mitä tapahtui?
Syökättiin urhoollisesti ja kuoltiin.
Honestly, they are kind of all over the place. They're pushing.
Joo,
But
vaikeaa kertoa missä vihollista. Joo, siis mäkin vaan käytännössä oli siellä jo.
Did you see the enemy actively advancing?
No, they were. So when we cleared the group, that was in the woods near. What is that? The ruin W3, I guess. That general area to the west of that, in that area. That's where we started taking the most contact, and then we started getting engaged from the north. So there were multiple moving through here, from left to kind of south west, pushing towards our B22 mark. The guys that were in these woods are gone though. We had a BMP here last I checked.
All right.
We're making progress.
I don't think we made it to phase line blue for most of the company then.
We'll be Bravo will be mounting up soon. No, exciting.
I had issues with the fucking radio to begin with. For some reason, it wouldn't let me. I had it set initially, but it broke right afterward. And like I could hear locally, but I can't hear anything over the radios, and it wouldn't let me fix the channels. What the fucking problem was. That's what I figured.
The Finns have gathered. The assault shall resume shortly. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, including me. So, is that not even half the team? Nice. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Okay, maybe half the team now that more people popped up. And this guy over there too. I didn't notice him. Hi, MDO.
Hello.
About to respawn.
Shot me.
How'd you die?
Bullet to the head.
Oh, bullets ahead. Probably
machine gun.
Maybe multiple even. Was it the 50 cal machine gun?
No, it was PKM probably.
PKM to the face. Seems like a common theme around here.
Well, yeah. The first big one. Another one.
See you guys out there.
Yeah, see you.
Tiivisiä kunnon
Ai.
takki miehiä.
Otin päihin ja sitten se
Ei, mutta kun tässä oli niinku joukkojen verran ja Espassa.
Go. Juu, alpojoukkue vissiin.
Meillä kävi vissiin skotsia, minä ehkä ainakin kooltiin siellä, kun ainakin mulla tuli granaatti suoraan naamaan.
Joo, ja kyllä se ampukin, mutta mä lähdin vetää Saimoa.
Useampi kannattaa.
Puoliko sille puska Jussi?
Ja, meine Phase. Ich hab den wir auch bei Phase 2. Wir
Over there. Once we have it, we're just gonna keep there and wait to get reorganized.
Alright, let's go then.
Reinforcements just respawn for y'all. We'll be there in 5 or less. 3, gather close to the flag. Wait for orders. We're probably getting a truck ride.
Så gick det där bra för gruppen och...
Alpha 1, Alpha.
Squad lead, you're getting reinforcements.
We could just walk up there too.
Yeah, it's not far. Let me just check. I need to hear on platoon net first. That's all.
Take position somewhere close proximity. I'm not sure if they're on platoon net, so you might just shout at them to make sure they know where you are.
Platoon 3.
Yeah, Alpha 1's currently at just behind Brown. We're taking a lot of fire from the radio mast.
Right, where are we going, right?
Platoon's busy. I'm gonna start walking us along the road 3.
There's contact on the radio mast.
Make sure we use the road.
I'm alive. I'm currently trying to save as many people as possible, but we're being naded and honestly, where are you support people respawns?
Base. We'll be there in 5. We're walking.
It is Fubar up here.
You guys made it past MSR Mercury. Confirm?
No clue.
Correct. What is your
Thank
current
you.
position? Right now we are about to reach
We're currently just
PLC.
southeast of the brown marker.
Copy.
Once you do that, push up to take the buildings marked red and green, and then defend the north flank. We believe we are taking some counterattacks from that direction. Copy that, man.
Alpha 10, Alpha 1, I don't recommend pushing to Brown just yet. Hold it red and green. We're a lot. We're damaged a lot here.
Stay off the road. I'll see if he's full.
Clear the road.
He's not full, but he didn't stop. Douche. I waved at his ass.
It's okay. Oh, it is 2 minutes beginning now.
Probably because they're going to Bravo.
All Alpha squad leaders, check in. Alpha 1, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Alpha 4, this is Alpha 10.
3.
4, just reach 1. This is 1. Okay, Alpha, we are regrouping the platoon between Quebec 7 and Yellow. We are gonna have to be the ones to take objective 1.
Correct me if I'm wrong, it's wave based, not you have to wait 20 minutes, correct?
Average is 6, yeah. Average is 7, yeah, it's wave based.
Yellow, with the intent of then pushing westward
Dream if you're off full
to take
back.
objective 1. Alpha 1. Alpha 2 copy.
3 copy.
So we are pulling back from the forest between Iron and Mercury.
Aquila, this is Whale.
Before?
If you guys are still alive out there, orders from platoon, pull back to Yellow.
Dream to
It's
fly.
Alpha 1, I believe all my remaining forces at Brown
I think
by
I'm the only
radio
one.
mass
I'm pulling
are
back.
dead. Copy that.
3 has 1 alive
How
out
many
there.
men do you have with you? 1.
3 has... Go. Okay.
Alpha 1, how many are with you personally right now? Alpha 1 is currently 2 members strong. Copy.
Yeah, once this road turns left,
I'll
just
repeat
keep
that
walking in the direction of the forest, about 3 through 3. Platoon 3.
Go ahead.
Friendly's fighting as far as brown. I told them to pull back to yellow. Over.
Sounds good.
Okay, Pi, get over here. Severe, your team is yours, but we're going to move a little more spread out. 3-3-3 until we get to yellow. Orders from platoon are for the full platoon to fall back to yellow. Our new overall objective is to take over objective 1. Bravo has failed. The platoon as a whole will slowly be regrouping around and to the east of yellow.
This is Alpha 2, we have 10 seconds about reach yellow.
Copy.
He is having us regroup a little forward, so we will probably be regrouping into contact. Air quotes.
Rodrigo, no pases de la carretera.
Alpha 1 or Alpha 4, what's your ETA to reach yellow?
User in your channel timed out.
Alpha 1 is about a minute and a half, maybe.
Copy.
Alpha 4 has 4 members of the yellow, myself will be
When we get to yellow, we're going to be focusing front, that is northwest. But if there's an open spot with no security southwest, I'll have to have blue team manage it. That'll be me and Pi.
Do we know the locations of Bravo? Are they already in the town at all?
There's yellow.
He has remnants on the south side of Bravo.
Killer, how's contact up at yellow?
Which will be supporting us, and they will be also watching the west
Nothing
side.
immediately at yellow.
Gotcha.
As soon as we get everyone to yellow, I intend to push from yellow to Tango 1, Whiskey 2, Whiskey 3 on our wide line.
Alpha 1.
Three's on yellow. Almost full strength. No medic. Over.
Oh, it is.
Set up on yellow. We're going to prepare for a cross back across the street since our side is the other side.
We are now pushing along the road towards Tango 1.
We're on yellow. Where do you want me to move?
Alpha 3
Get ready
and
to cross the
Alpha 4
street.
on the right hand side of the road, Alpha 1 and Alpha 2 on the left hand side of the road.
Yeah, we're going back to the original plan. That is orienting along MSR Mercury with us on the right side of the road facing southwest, but we're also going to have to manage the right flank that is northwest as we move. For now, let's focus on getting across the street. That's our first job. 3 is crossing the street now.
Alright, red team, let's get across the street, move 20 meters into the tree line.
Okay, no movement south-southwest on the road. I'm crossing as well. Let's go blue.
Red, wait here.
Okay, I see a path with on and off concealment southwest. Our primary attack direction is towards objective 1 southwest, but red the whole time. I want you managing the right flank.
Okay.
I will tell you when the platoon's moving. For now, we're holding. 3 is at yellow, northwest across the road, and ready to move. Over.
Copy. Move, attack along the road when you're ready.
1, this is 3.
Send it.
1, this is 3. Are you moving towards objective now?
A firm on the left side of the road by...
Okay, the platoon is moving out. Let's continue. Pi with me on point. Red, manage the right flank. We're going southwest.
Alright, red, let's go.
The platoon appears to be moving, boys.
No.
Let's take this objective.
We are on C1 position. Copy.
Crossing. Get a little further left and use the concealment if you can.
Red, let's keep peeling. Peel south.
10, this is for if your forces want moving towards objective or north of water.
Shots coming in far up the hill. 330. Hold here before the cross. Once we go in there, that machine can see us.
And face northwest. Enemies northwest in that tree line.
4, say again.
I don't have UGL smoke. I'm going to hand smoke deep into the field northwest and hope it conceals us. I got 1 can. Severe, can you throw another can northwest?
Ideally, I want you on the north side of the road. If you feel that I'm easy to move on the south side to Tango 1. Alpha 2 is currently in Tango 1 in duel with the enemy and broke the radio map.
Three is smoked, northwest. There's enemies on the hill suppressing us. We're going to try and move past using concealment and getting on the objective. Over. Okay, blue moving first west. Then we're gonna set up and suppress, and red will cross. Let's go. Blue suppressing, bearing towards 358.
Ready to dispose.
Jammed.
Red, grab a hole. Compass bearing each hole.
Okay, we got a PO. 5 away. Let's find better cover. Other friendlies are taking over west and southwest right now. Let's just focus north on suppression. Three is focusing on keeping the hilltop north suppressed.
Red,
Over.
roll call. Starting with the top.
I'm here.
Alpha 2,
Good shit,
let's give you a window to continue pushing west.
Red team, targets are straight north of top of that field on the rocky outcropping.
Yeah, they have oh shit, there they are.
352.
To help suppress the north side.
Just to the right of that explosion.
They have all the trench lines set up.
This is 3. Platoon, this is 3. Do we know if anyone's pushing on objective 1 proper? Over.
This is 4, pushing objective 1.
3 copies 4, out.
Release a squad of enemy pushing north and south toward us.
Yeah, we have Alpha 4 and some remnants of Alpha 1. Just at the corner of objective 1. We also have some remnants of Bravo by which you
Visual confirmation. Are they pushing through the forest north towards us south?
They're trying to get into the town.
Copy.
Hardcore's dead. Or down.
This is Alpha 2, I just woke up, we are getting fucked.
Watch out, we've got smoke close.
3 is with 2. We're fine for now. 3's reporting. Enemies pushing in northeast, trying to get back into the town along MSR Iron. Over.
Get medic. Get the medic on hardcore.
Try to break contact.
Try to stabilize him, he got knocked in the head.
To the north.
Alright, give him
to defend on
CPR.
northeast flank. We're establishing a line pretty much. Tango 1, Whiskey 2, just holding northeast.
Platoon 3, clarify. Where do you want 3?
What is your kind of position, 3? Are you on the north
3
side
is
of the road?
T1 north. T1 north engaged actively north.
Copy.
Hey, if you're smoked out right now, I need you to peel into the lighter concealment right and
Are
continue
you able to
fending them off.
contact with the guys on the radio mast and take a position so that you can just hold the northeast road?
I'm down
3 copy.
roughly 2 and a quarter meg.
Okay, Akila's with me. Tiflar, hold there. I need to check on Severe. Are you okay right now?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm performing CPR.
Okay. Hold that position behind the smoke and use it to conceal your medical. Me and Akila are holding off the north flank. We don't see any movement yet.
This friendly smoke on our position right now.
What was that, Akila?
Nothing.
We need a BMP to come and help us.
I don't think so. Platoon 3. I'll call for it. Platoon 3. Good options for the BMP would be covering down MSR Iron from the intersection south or on T1 covering towards the hill north. Over. I do see movement there too. That's 355. I'll get my binos out.
I'm not sure which BMP that is. He told me he was
Movement
suppressing
from you,
radio
Akila.
mast
000. He's moving left to right now.
That BMP is going to get resupplied, so he's not available at the moment.
It's just 1 times, but yeah, he made it away. He's now like 0, 1, 0, 5. Alpha 3 had some sparse enemy contact get away past us on Q6 dot, moving east, over.
Copy. Alpha 2, do you think you can go to the north side of the road and take positions so you defend towards northeast?
No way, we have been there. We are
Severe, when we're mobile, let us know. We're probably going to reposition to keep enemies out near yellow.
on the houses on the northeast.
We are not mobile. Hardcore is awake now, but he's in a bad way.
Copy. Smoke's about to clear north. Make sure your heads are down.
I think Bravo is trying to get their shit unfucked right
2
now.
is also with us and ready to fend off north. I'm just worried about the right flank now. Over.
Whiskey 3, Ruins area at the moment.
I'm with you. Whoa, shots in. We're getting Kill and I are getting shot from the direct north. There's someone near Brown east.
This is Alpha 2, there are enemies northwest.
2 just reported enemies northwest, maybe west of Big Green. Careful. Movement on the trail, MSR Donkey, northwest. They're trying to cross right to left. White smoke.
Watch out, one guy left side of, or left end of the trench, 330, 340.
Platoon 3. Hey, Sid.
Moving left, right, across the grid.
I don't see anything. Makes me scared of that little green guy that got away.
Where's those BMPs?
I keep calling for it, but platoon's off comms entirely. I can't get in contact with him. If you hear the BMP within 100 meters, I'll run over myself. I'm just a friendly Euro, I'm sure. Any armbands?
Alpha 2 and Alpha 3, this is Alpha 10. Is it feasible for you to continue defending your current position for 7 minutes? Alpha 2 can defend this position.
3 confirming as well, over.
Copy. What I'm intending to do now is that we are going to hold this position. Bravo will get reinforcements in about
Update
5
on orders.
minutes.
Bravo is getting in position for the next push. While they do so, we are continuing to hold this position for at least 7 minutes. I think we can do it. Over.
Alpha 4, Alpha 10.
Alpha 4.
Sit rep, please.
Currently holding objective 1 to really pin. We're...
More movement on Brown House. Left to right. He's about to enter the road.
Try to stay alive until we can get reinforcements to us. This,
Not sure.
We are doing a pretty good job, so you can
If he's not friendly, if he is friendly, he's fucking lost.
Well, you good?
Whale's fine. We're to the east of you trying to hold MSR Iron and the Brown House, but we can't actually get onto the sea of the road itself. We have reason to believe a few enemies are trying to flank more sharply northeast and catch us from yellow. Not sure.
Okay. Where's the rest of the company?
Update is that Bravo is still getting in position, and that Alpha 2 and Alpha 4 are in our sector helping cover north and northeast.
Aquila, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm with Watt.
I don't know where the BMPs are, though.
Okay, well, we're not getting into this town without the rest of the company.
The heavy engagement west, I think, is Bravo clearing through the rest of MSR Mercury. I'm really need to grab Platoon's lapel about the BMPs because he just checked back in. Platoon 3.
Go ahead.
One guy left.
There you are. Platoon, can I get an update on the BMP supporting us?
I heard from Victor 2 that he was getting rearmed. I believe he is leaving base in 40 seconds or something like that.
Okay, 3 reporting. Good places for the BMP are still T1 south covering north towards Broken Radio. Break. And the BMP covering the flank on MSR Iron. If it can see down MSR Iron, it can cover our northeast flank pretty well. Over.
I'll give that for him. Hey, command, this is Alpha.
BMP just got rearmed and is coming back to us. I recommended covering down MSR Iron, or if it's more ballsy, using T1 to engage north onto the hill. Over.
Register the casualty. We're performing medical.
Are you still engaged, Red, mostly from the north on the hill?
Yes.
I have returned.
Welcome back. Are you back here or you're at base?
No, I'm at base.
Okay. Start walking along the road. If a truck comes, try and hail it down. Get to us. We are currently break. We are at T1. It's not super safe here, but when you get here, there will be casualties to deal with. Most contact from T1 seems to be north, northwest, and maybe a touch northeast. Over. Make sure it's. If it's, you're all going to the same place. If it's a Bravo truck, you can get in. It's fine.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's outbound, Bravo.
And we've got 2 friendlies down as well.
Say again, last?
2 friendlies down on the road to your southwest or west.
You have contact southwest flank. Can you confirm?
Friendlies.
Friendlies, radio. How many?
Down on the road.
I'm stuck on a twig and I die. That's how this works. Fucking Arma. I'm not coming up high. Severe, would you say contact north is dying down?
No.
Would you like to reposition from those craters?
No.
Victor 2.
Okay, well, your presence is still drawing enemy fire, so that's something.
Tango 1. Out.
That's precisely the problem.
If I find a can of smoke, I'll get you out of there. I'll talk to the BMP. It's pulling up now.
Stand by.
You guys are welcome to orchestrate your own movement. There's not a lot of other cover other than those craters that isn't already taken by the friendly elements, but I think some space may have opened up west if you want to shift. Akil and I are still here on the northeast flank.
Send a message.
Okay, well, I'm gonna fall back 50 meters and try and flank those trenches from the east side.
Those trenches, referring to north, far?
Copy, thank you.
Not far, close, on the road, enemy trenches at Tango 1.
Tango 1, Tango 1, Tango 1. We are Tango 1, that's us.
Alright, well, further north from Tango 1, there's more trenches.
Distance?
200 meters.
Affirm, that's up the hill towards Broken Radio Mast. Let me just check in with Platoon real quick and then we can orchestrate that. Platoon 3.
Go ahead.
Fire's died down a touch, but some of our men are still fixed around T1 north. There's still a presence on the hill. There's enemy trenches up there. Break. Platoon 3, are we cleared to continue advancing northwards towards the enemy?
Our reinforcements are on their way in trucks right now.
Okay,
we'll get them here,
I'm fine.
then we will start pushing.
Copy.
Hopefully...
Okay, Severe. Reinforcements are on the way south. They'll be here shortly. When they arrive, we will push. Until then, try and find us a route north towards those enemy trenches. You said rightwards was better? Movement. That's a lot. Aquila, suppress at 005 right now. There's a lot of them moving around towards MSR Mercury dot. Severe, forget last. I need your element over here northeast, almost all the way to MSR Iron, covering northeast now.
Yeah, we're engaging the same target.
Copy. Break. Enemy squad making a flank on Brown East. They're about to hit MSR Mercury dot. Tell the BMP. Enemy contact flanking northeast. Over. Shit. I'm passing you magazines. There's 4. If you ever leave contact with the enemy flanking north to northeast, get over here. Reposition and help keep shooting at them at MSR Iron. Over. Akil, I'm gonna try and bound door for the northeast. We're gonna try and get eyes on MSR Iron itself. I think they just got past. Okay, from here we're gonna take up stations on yellow. Back up if you have to. Get to yellow. Red's covering front, that is north. Blue will cover the flank, sharp east.
The south east is clear from enemy.
Red, follow me up this wood line.
Yeah, they're just. Platoon, as soon as the reinforcements get
I got a
here,
call just up
we
the
are
road.
pushing to take the line between Brown and Quebec 6. After
Blue,
that,
use yellow proper. We'll be right behind them.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the right.
Alpha 15 is
Tell that guy he's
whatever
yelling.
reinforcements he has with him.
Sark plug, get on Whisperman.
That's me, my bad.
Alpha 3 had to reposition all the way to yellow. We have contact flanking northeast. We're moving to engage. Over.
Okay. Copy. That counterattack is our current focus.
Okay, Blue. Reconvene with Red if you haven't already. We're moving north on the right side.
Aquila's stuck on the west side of the road.
Careful with your aggressive push. BMP one's engaging over our heads. I'm not in contact with that BMP immediately. The order's going to take a sec for them to know we're pushing. Over.
Alpha 1, go ahead.
I can get comms with them.
If you can do it right away, you're probably faster than me. Platoon Max busy. Contact north.
Alpha 1 is now full strength and available for tasking. Currently at Whiskey 1.
Push on the right hand side of MSR Mercury up to red and green. Then swing left and angled up towards brown.
Severe report casualties.
Our current focus is to destroy the enemy counterattack that is east of brown right now.
Alpha 1 copies.
Anyone up there? You guys okay? Anyone up at all? Calling on net.
Close still up by the BMP.
has suppressed Brown. I think.
Okay, you're behind us. Advance at least to the road and help cover north. I'm going to try and get eyes on the casualties at least. Oh shit, I saw this before, but I didn't recognize how different it is until now. Their little unconsciousness screen is fucking kick-ass. I love this. Anyways, I think Severe was a little torn between how much autonomy she had.
82.
Since she was on point,
For my infantry to take Brown.
I needed to make it explicitly clear that Severe was maneuvering for us. I needed to tell Severe that she was not only on point, but also deciding our direction of attack. And I needed to also tell Severe that I knew about the enemy basically as good as she did.
I will support them if possible.
Also, Aquila got separated from us. We were pushing really aggressively, further than we should have. If we're going to make a quick dash, it can be 30 meters. But after that, we start losing cohesion. And we did. Dream couldn't catch up. We didn't have time. And Aquila fell behind entirely. The BMP didn't, realize we were moving, but I don't think it blew us up. It was the enemy.
Contact ahead.
Okay, at least we have made enough noise to let the rest of the platoon know that there's a flank on the northeast, and we ourselves have stopped their advance momentarily. It's just we died trying. And that happens a lot with you, the attacker.
SL is dead. I saw Dream.
I'm unconscious, not dead. That is so cool, though. Look at that shit. It tells you that you're probably not going to wake up and there's no friendlies nearby, so just, respawn. Because you want to get in on the next respawn wave.
I don't have. No, I don't have my recording on.
Yellow itself wasn't a good place to hold, so we had to punch out further. But kind of over a hill, so we merged into their face.
We really should have just remained where we were, near the town.
Yeah. We found the 50 cal, by the way, well.
I don't think it would have been a good decision to remain near the town. Maybe we could have held down the MSR Iron. That's fine. But we need a sight line to cover. If they can emerge within 15 meters of us, that's not a very good defensive position.
We had a bunch of craters, lots of hard cover, and we were engaging the enemy. The decision to move east is what killed us.
Well, yeah, yep. But I still think it was the decision we had to make, considering that the enemies were flanking in that direction specifically to counter our crater position. They're moving that way because it broke up our sightline, allowed them to get close.
Yeah, but what's going to happen now is they've killed us while we attempted to advance toward them. They're going to sweep into an empty position and take it, and now we have to assault it all over again.
As we started moving, and we could have taken our time at least, we could have taken a little longer to do what we did. The enemy would have gotten closer, but I'm fine with that, because the rest of the platoon had reoriented their full objective to dealing with that flank. So the other squads near us, which is a 2 and one other element that I forget if it's 4 or 1, should be moving northeast now.
There are other friendly units in that town right now, is that the case?
Yes, 2 other sections. But they know about the flank, and they're ordered to deal with it. I don't know if they were going to move with us, but that was right as I died.
Where's the rest of the company, do you know?
I haven't gotten any updates about what Bravo's doing since last, and last was when we were ordered to hold. Bravo was finishing clearing the west side of Novogorsk and setting up for the next phase.
Yeah.
So
Bravo 3 right now is holding W3.
W3.
At least that's hurt. Yeah.
That's a lot in the center of town. Okay.
Yeah.
Was there anything preventing Bravo's movement west?
Don't think so, no.
Okay. I wonder why Bravo's holding on their phase 2 stuff then, because we had a presence in the center of town as well. Is there any confusion or disconnect there? Because Alpha's new orders were to finish taking over Objective 1, and we did. And then Bravo's orders, I thought, were to get ready for phase 2.
I mean, to be honest, when I died, it's maybe me and 2 other guys holding W3 with the rest of Bravo 3 on their way.
Okay. Yeah, the reinforcements were still coming in.
Yeah.
Dream arrived right after we left.
Yeah.
That's our medic. But it wouldn't have helped that we all died in the middle of the field.
Hi, Whale.
Where do you die specifically, Dream?
We got into the town. We moved up the road. We thought we saw you.
So you almost made it to
yellow. You know
yellow.
that construction site?
No.
The sort of construction-y site with there's a digger, a yellow digger.
Does anyone know where that is? I have no clue.
That is the 2 grey squares east of yellow.
So they made it around. Okay, maybe we should have just held down on some Mercury.
We made it near that.
East.
We pushed up, but then we just saw a bunch of people in like in a fortified position. I took one shot at them and then just immediately got fucking annihilated.
I misdetermined the enemy's strength in the area between brown and red, or rather, I would say between like the MSR silver dot and red and green. I would say I misgauged his strength.
How many tickets do the defenders have to mess around with these flanks?
That's a fair question. I should have looked that up before the mission started.
They really don't want us to get over this hill.
Tunnel respawn info. Oh, we only see our own ticket count. Yeah. So what happened just before I died was Victor 2 exploded on MSR Iron, and then I got shot by 2 guys sitting in a trench somewhere along here.
So do you think they've retaken positions northeast?
I can't tell. It's the Alpha 1 of red and green told me, oh, I have contact somewhere in this area, but not more specific than that. And the worst thing is, like, because as you know, the counterattack that you called out like 10 minutes ago, I thought like, okay, this has started to quiet down. But they've probably left this area.
No.
And it sounds like Bravo's making gains, so yeah, let's push up to Quebec 8. That was a just misestimation of the enemy's force in this general area.
I never got the call to push up to Quebec 8. The last order I got was to hold T1 north, and then after communicating about the flank, I was told the platoon was refocusing on the flank northeast.
Yeah. Okay, maybe that happened after you died. Or it was lost in it.
Fuck.
My spider senses told me that we had pretty much routed or were mostly done with destroying that counterattack, so I was thinking, oh, if the guys, because Alpha 1 was moving from red and green northwestwards, I'm thinking, okay, they'll mop up the last remnants and then tell the rest of the guys to push up north.
The gunfire is definitely dying down, but Severe, correct me if I'm mistaken, but the gunfire was dying down because more of the guys in Objective 1 were getting fixed by guys up on top of broken radio mast.
It wasn't dying down. That wasn't what it looked like from my perspective. To me, it looked like we were both in an entrenched position and we were exchanging fire with each other.
I just had a crash and I rejoined and my slot's taken.
I've seen one enemy, and every time I've been killed, I have not seen anything.
Go
You gotta look harder. They even have armbands this time. It's easy.
I don't have very good eyesight.
Okay.
Their armbands don't render out of distance as well.
Join up.
How distanced do you mean?
Like over 100 meters, I can't see them.
Huh. I never noticed that.
Yep.
Like I have to like do the right click, hold, look it, and then sometimes they'll render.
Okay. Well, I'm having fun, but we've been caught with our pants down 2 times in a row because we had opportunities to hold instead we were pushing. I think if I did that again, I still would have taken us out east to deal with the counterattack. I wouldn't like them getting so close for our BMP to be threatened, or for them to maybe take over Objective 1 proper again. But we had two roads they had to cross and 2 opportunities to ambush them using the road. And I think that would have been better.
Yeah.
Ei me vaan yritettiin vittu edetä siellä juoksuhautojen länsipäässä, mutta ei sit tullut paskaa.
It definitely felt like the enthusiasm of the company commander spurred me on to think it was feasible to be very aggressive. That was an error.
So we do have to clear them out of the Objective 1 area. We can't just go around and start pushing Objective 2 with Bravo.
We can't be aggressive. The situation right now is that if we punch through on one side, they're just gonna envelop us. So
yes.
we need to clear every combat position we encounter, and we need to put both platoons next to each other in order to do it. Right now we're spread like a Polish whore across 800 meters. We don't know where we are. They know where we are.
Precisely.
So is Bravo gonna pull it in? So I'd rather they pull it in than we.
Yeah, because then we can just say we'll focus on these 2 tiny patches of forest.
Where was Bravo last, to your knowledge? Because my knowledge is pretty damn vague.
Mine is relatively vague as well. Also just trying to figure out where all squads were in the forest.
I know where they are, guys, if I can intercept.
Hi, company command.
Bravo was between Whiskey 6 and Whiskey 3, and they've been pushing north to Faceland Gray now. Alpha Platoon is vicinity Quebec 8 at the broken radio mast.
Was Bravo meeting contact?
No, but
did they make it to
we've got friendlies at the rocks south of Donkey MSR.
There's friendlies there, yeah.
We've got hostiles in the village. We've got hostiles in the village.
No, well, Whiskey 5 should be... Oh, did they push down here again?
Yes,
that's how I died. Okay, yeah.
They had an infantry squad that pushed from down this direction through into 5.
Seems like we can't cover the whole AO no matter how wide we spread, Hunter.
Yeah. We are...
Yeah, we have to clear
out the same half of the map.
The radio mast now.
If they're going to counterattack, let them use their tickets.
Pushing this direction.
We have a force advantage that we're only going to be able to exploit if we actually have our guys together, Hunter.
Hunter, you need to choose west half of the map or east half of the map.
Yes.
We're actually pushing to Faceland Gray right now.
Well, I don't know how that's doing on the east side.
This counterattack is happening.
For much longer if this continues. You will run out of men before you make it to Objective 2.
They're making the flank for a reason. They want to retake their original positions, Hunter, because they were nice. And once they retake those, they're gonna the weight of tickets is gonna swing against us. And I think they may have already retaken their original positions on the east side.
Let's see if Alpha took the radio mast when we get back in, and then we'll decide. Because if they took the radio mast, we'll just go through the east side.
I'm just a squad leader now, but I really think no. I saw it a few minutes before I tried to counterattack a flanking.
No to
maneuver.
what?
No to Alpha having taken the broken radio mast.
They were actually there.
We didn't make it down.
2 minutes ago.
No.
Oh, if it was 2 minutes ago.
We got killed there.
Hello. You got killed there. Okay.
No, we got killed on the MSR Mercury dot.
We cannot make it through this position.
Hunter.
We cannot make it through this position.
Yeah.
I went down by T1 at Objective 1. I don't know where from. I got shot from the east,
we
I think. I'm
we
not
had a
sure
squad
how.
pushing in from Whiskey 6, Whiskey 5, and they killed me as well.
Well, even if we took over the broken radio mast, someone has to deal with the flank.
I hear that Alpha's been taken down at broken radio mast.
The Whiskey 6 marker, please put it back in its place because it moves on everyone's screen.
Oh god.
Hey, Rond. So, orders for what to do in 30 seconds? I can come back and ask you again, but...
I will have to ask Alpha 15 to figure out where the guys are.
Sure,
And then
3's gonna move along
I want to
MSR
reinforce-
Gold, and we're gonna get closer, and we're gonna pop a squad.
Yeah, pretty much. Find out a small area we can put everyone in and say we are cohesive. Is what I'm thinking. Before we actually start having delusions of grandeur. Select a small patch of forest to hold us our own.
Okay.
Onko täällä joku vielä hengissä?
Oh, we were lucky.
Hunter
Alright, red team, group up near whale.
What's the situation on the front, Max? We just respawned with roughly half the company.
50 tickets left.
Do we have any friendlies on the broken radio mast?
Okay, 3 towards the road. Truck's already here. We're gonna wait here at spawn just a minute or two, and hopefully they'll get a truck arranged. And if not, we'll start marching along the road. Hopefully our orders will be to counterattack red and green area.
What about that truck right there?
Not ours, but if someone gets in it, who's a supply sergeant, maybe we'll drive in it.
Oh, what's happening there?
Whale, please go ahead and spawn a truck and gather Alpha members into it while we figure out what to do.
Who's gonna spawn a truck and gather members?
Paper.
No, who? That was a question.
Push the whole company along the east side, along the Alpha attack path, and then just capture the broken radio
Hey,
mast
this
and work
is
from
Alpha
there.
2, we're on base. Should we
Okay,
wait
no
for
answer to my
backup?
question. I think they're arranging a truck right
Yeah,
now.
Alpha 2, you can get a truck as well from the green box.
Platoon
Copy
3.
that.
The logistics officer here that is
where's
going to
the
drive the
green
truck.
box?
I'm gonna find platoon. Sit tight there.
Okay. Yeah, I want you guys to lead out, and we will follow your attack path and regroup with your guys in the front, and Bravo platoon will trail you.
Do you want me to get a truck, or do you just want 2 to
From-
get a truck? You didn't tell me who was in there.
We might as well get 2 trucks.
Okay, I will get a second truck
Yeah, get
myself.
some trucks.
So am I reading correctly?
We had friendlies if
Okay, I will be spawning in a second truck. Alpha 2 is arranging 1. Us, Alpha 3, is arranging a second truck for Alpha. They are currently hashing out the new plan. Hey, how do we spawn in a truck?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't
that's
have
the same question I'm getting.
You're figuring it out too? Okay.
Tillsammans med Bravo.
Hunter.
Hey, command, I think this is Alpha 2, I think we are on the
you
green
guys
box, but
need
there
any,
is no
need any
option to spawn a
information
truck.
about what's going on.
No,
That is like the far.
You need
I
to
don't
haste
need
instruct with it in the very middle of the opening.
just stay with your BMP right here right now until we get the infantry moving again. We'll need to keep you in the rear anyway. Bravo, Kilo.
Okay, Alpha. The plan for the respawners right now is we are going to reinforce the rest of the platoon, which is currently east of Brown. In conjunction with Bravo, we will push the entire company through
With
Brown
phase
towards
interact.
Quebec 8
Yeah, I don't.
to
The
take the
option
map.
doesn't
Yeah,
show
it's
up for some reason.
it's quite hidden up
Bravo,
here
push
in the
up the
roof.
west.
Yeah, yeah. I
Behind
already
the
open
computer.
and
Radio
no
mast.
sé. Ninja,
We will
quítate de
push
aquí
into
una
the radio mast
puta vez,
proper.
coño. Sorry.
You have to stand
it's
like right up here.
Platoon 3.
open and refuel only.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
What is our means of entry on a brown if there's contact on red and
can you
green?
spawn
Are
one for
we
me, please?
following through the
Yeah,
original
there's
quartiles and going from red and green to brown from the east?
Behind you.
Ah, thank you. Nos subimos a este camión, chavales.
We'll have to see. Alpha 15.
Hey Nikki, I need to spawn another truck. Hopefully it won't blow you
Contact
up.
on red and green.
Negative, no enemy
You can grab
contact
this
on
one.
red and green.
Okay, thank you.
Spawn on the
Okay, Alpha respawners, we'll take a truck, we'll go to Quebec 3, Quebec 4, and then move on foot to the east side of Brown.
Okay, new orders. Companies moving together. Alpha is moving between Quebec 3 and Quebec 4 via truck. Get out of the fucking road. Load into the back of my truck and get ready to drive. After we get to Quebec 3 and Quebec 4, we are ordered to push through red and green. Platoon 2 I see is at red and green, says no contact, but there may be contact in the forest close northwest. We will be pushing through in a platoon line through the forest tight to Brown, and then our objective as Alpha will be to take over the broken radio mast while Bravo pushes around and west. Any questions?
No question.
Rory, this is Stefan. We got
Platoon, this is 3. We are loading a truck. Is anyone else getting in, or can we drive?
Drive. Alpha 1 is loaded.
Copy. Because stage is not 11
We are going to the bend in the road by Quebec 3, south of Quebec 4, and then we are pushing on foot up to red and green.
We took over the immediate area, but the whole of Objective 1 is not clear. That's what we're doing now. We're going to push on the radio tower, we're going to take it over. Most contact will probably be east of it, between MSR Iron and Mercury. That's going to be the main fight, I think.
Hey, red team, grab AKM mags from the truck.
Copy, but we have taken quite a lot of casualties to Alpha 1, so I'd rather do this slow and steady. Right now, the enemy is bleeding us for tickets, not for time. We need to change that.
Copy, we'll wait.
Hey, Dad, what happened to you, man?
From here at the swing, I turn almost entirely east. And I take us to the Q3 dot.
For update, the last 3 of us in squad 2 are on Brian and we're taking less fire now. So the enemy may have pulled back.
Copy. Did you say you were taking fire from the west?
Previously, but we're now no longer doing that.
Copy. Hold that position until the reinforcements arrive.
There they are. They're gathering up here north. Okay, reminder to get back on Whisper. Let's assemble with the rest of the platoon. As soon as you dismount, let's push out 50 meters west, form in a line.
Okay. Alpha, west-northwest until red and green. Alpha 2, you take the lead.
Red, follow me. Left side of whale.
Okay, platoon's just moving. I'm going to slow down a little bit so we can get in R formation. They said west-northwest. I think they got their bearings wrong. We're going 3-3-3 again.
Alpha 3, I don't know if you're...
Well, heads up, 100 meters in front of us on the ridge, friendly troops.
Through red
Copy.
and green up until brown. Dismount where you deem suitable.
Spread the fuck out. Could take contact at any moment, even if we have friendlies front.
Red, we're taking left side of these houses.
Hold before the road cross.
Did you say hold?
Hold before the road cross, confirm.
Okay.
2, this is 3. We are on your right. We're going to start moving northwest to the right side of Brown. Over.
Copy that. Do we follow you guys?
We're behind you right now.
Enemy movement on top of the mast.
Okay, none of the squads are getting towards the edge of the map, so that's going to be us. Follow me along the road north. We're going to get more towards the minefield. I'm not going to get you on the minefield, I promise. We just need to use the concealment on the outside of the field. Remember, we walked up that hill and it was a little barren. We're going to go on the concealment on the right side.
Alpha 2 and Alpha 3 attempt to exploit the right flank. We can just shoot these guys away from the mast.
3's exploiting the right flank right now. Okay, one of the other squads got the hint. They're on point in front of us. We're going to use the right flank here.
There's barbed wire next to the
Alpha 1 is
minefield.
currently on the far right flank.
Oh, perfect.
Or just in line with the minefield.
I don't know why they stopped. Continue.
Can't move any further.
We can't move any further north. You're correct.
Enemies seen on the broken radio mast in 30 seconds.
Sorry, when I say the map's edge, that was a misnomer. I just mean this far.
Alpha 1 is ready for movement.
Do you want to keep moving?
Continue. Yep.
Alpha 2 and Alpha 3 push towards radio mast. Alpha 1 support. If it seems they're not getting any fire, you
I
join
think
them.
I see someone northwest on top of a building staring at us.
That's like a game master or something. They're
From the radio mast.
past the minefield?
From the radio mast.
They're a game master?
No, hold on. Sight it to somebody with binos. We'll hold here.
They're on top of a building, northwest, bearing 331.
Okay, I'll pass it. You can shoot him if you want, but we got to get in the objective. That's our focus right
No,
now.
I won't.
Crossing.
Taking shots as well.
Red hold here next to me, to my left.
Alpha 1, Alpha 2.
3 is contact northwest.
Forest terrain east of broken radio mast. The enemy is retreating north from the radio mast.
Find concealment and engage northwest.
In front of us. But one shot enemy close. Like we just ran over a green guy.
Spread out, spread out.
Movement northwest.
If it's farther than 100 meters, there's no way that's friendly. Light it up.
I have no idea with just instant.
From here, north.
Red, follow me. Carefully.
Watch out, some guy.
All Alpha units, be advised. Bravo reports there is still enemy infantry on top of the rocks in radio mast.
Shots from the north. Red, 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 back up. We had to go back to the radio mask. I don't think we have a viable attack route here forward.
Fall back, Red.
Through can northwest. We're gonna double back. We're getting into the rocks on the radio mast. That's our focus now.
I see enemy emplacements. Sorry, not emplacements, just areas. They have like a trench or something set up.
Copy,
there.
I see it too, north-northwest. Let's focus on getting to the radio mast. We have any casualties stopping us? You let me know right away.
Sark, are you good?
Now we're on the field of terrain.
Yeah, I just lost where you guys went. I was engaging.
Rocks west. Rocks.
And make sure we have control of the immediate area.
Get entrenched around the rocks. When the smoke clears, engage northwards. 3 is on radio tower east. We are engaging heavy contact north. Over.
Did you guys pull back or go forward?
Rocks west, southwest.
Southwest, okay.
We're by the radio tower.
Be advised, Alpha 4 is also on the radio tower. Engaging enemies to our northwest.
Ja, jag sitter framför runt på andra sidan den kurvan.
Okay, I'm gonna flex around, see if I can find a better position for us. You guys stay in cover right now. Tiflar, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Alpha 1 has contact northeast of the broken mast.
Where do we go from here, Wes?
Could be 01.
I'm waiting on Bravo to actually get some progress west of here.
Contact north!
But our job for this phase is to draw more fire until Bravo can assemble their BMPs and make their push west.
Romeo 3 area.
Sorry if I just walked in front of me while I was shooting and I shot him in the face.
Copy. What is the strength for that contact?
That BMP. I need it.
It's a good thing we're the medic.
To that BMP.
Start fixing Sark.
Yeah, I'm fixing him.
Severe, you see those craters north?
Yeah.
Now that the BMP is covering us, I'm going to try and get us there. I want to move together, so I'm waiting for Sark to get back up, and we're going to make a move to get to the craters north so we can open up more of the enemy's flank. Our overall job here, again, is to provide as much suppressive as possible so that Bravo can start working the west side and make their big push with BMPs.
The BMP off to our east now knows that we have hostiles directly north. I told them about the squad side element.
To be honest, the BMP shouldn't be here. It should be prepping with Bravo for the push. Platoon 3.
Corridor 3.
3 reporting. One of the BMPs is still here at Broken Radio Mast East. Should it be assembling with Bravo to get ready for the west push, or are we doing something differently for phase 2? Over.
I'm trying to find that out myself. Enemy infantry northeast in the craters.
Reports that EI is northeast in those craters. I'm going to make sure the BMP is covering us on our cross, and we'll make our movement more of an assault. Enemy in the crater north.
It's fine. Just...
Alright, socks up. We're ready to move.
Okay, red point us behind. Red, you're going to have to forge a path. We're wheeling as far right as necessary to get into those craters north. We'll be right behind you.
Alright, red's moving. Northeast.
Give him a little breathing room, blue. And let's follow. Three's making a push to craters north.
You have enemies to your right.
3 is pushing on craters north.
We are getting flanked from northeast.
Reports of enemy flank near the minefield northeast. Stop at the road and take a peek. Make sure we're not walking into contact.
This fire team. Up the fence.
Wrong net.
Or don't hop the fence. We can't hop the fence. Go right to the fence.
We are on Romeo 1. We are watching Amazon.
Someone just called out an enemy flank northeast near white smoke, but I see nothing. Continue to those craters.
Copy. Again, we just need to continue holding this position while we're waiting for Bravo to get back here.
Sorry guys.
Get back,
I gotta bounce out of here.
Okie dokie, Sark. What's your role again? You're just a LAT, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. You're good. Have a good day, man.
Fire over top of our heads. Severe, I'm pushing right side.
Blue, catch up. Catch up. Red's ahead of us. Okay, Red, tell me what the sight lines are like forward after we clear up these craters. Careful, might be enemy inside.
Should we advance?
First 2 craters on the left are clear.
Command, did you copy?
Right side craters.
Shots northeast.
Yeah, shot outbound.
Yeah.
Position for now.
From here, we're going to engage. 025. Folks, engage from that direction. I'll check the flanks. Could be enemy contact left of the green building.
Direct north
Which
of my
squad is that
north
pushing to the
bearing 020 from my pause.
This is 3. 3 is stopped at the craters left of white smoke. We just wanted to open up a new angle. We're not pushing any forward further than this. Over.
Copy. Sounds good.
Okay, this position has to be tenable for a few minutes because we're going to be holding her.
Northeast close, enemy infantry. Northeast close, near the bush line. Below the building, below the building.
This is for order still cold wait, sir. How do you want us to hang on?
Yes, unfortunately I think we have to wait for Bravo to get ready before we can reach
Contact northwest, northwest building.
How close?
I was right, that was the building I was looking at.
2, I see this guy here. Got a man down, Dream.
Cord northwest. Alright. Prepping AT.
Enemy machine gun is on T2 red plus green. Enemy machine gun is suppressing us from T2 red plus green. Over.
Copy.
He's back up on his own. Yeah, he shouldn't have stood up there. I needed to call... Well, I don't know. I don't think we can go into just a close defense and hold them off northwest. My main concern when we walked up on these craters is how well we could see northwest. We got excited about that contact off the east flank, but I don't know if we have to pull back. Hardcore, how are we northwest?
Me and Severe are handling it.
Okay, if you can't handle it, let me know. If you can't handle it, we'll have to leave. Which is okay, just let me know.
Up 10, upper 1.
Go ahead, up 1.
Well, suggestion.
Were you still holding or beginning our movement?
Pop smoke and push for close contact.
Nope, we can't. We will have zero support if we do that. We will be alone in the objective. Remember, Bravo is the main push. We are making a presence here. I wanted to open up a new flank, but if we have to stay disengaged from northwest and tell everyone that comes by, don't peek northwest and hold close defense in that direction, we will. But that's relying on them not counterattacking us. So just try and hold down northwest, and if you can't, we'll have to leave. Over.
And then take a defensive position.
Hello, it's your friendly neighborhood medic here for a quick sit rep. Red team.
Copy, we'll give it a go.
Hardcore's fine.
Zero's good.
Aquila? Aquila? Has anyone got eyes on Aquila?
Aquila's unknown. Whale, be advised, northeast of me and Severe's pause, we've got an enemy machine gunner suppressing us.
So, would you say the cord is at T3 south? Give me a position in the enemy cord.
I've got no idea on a cord, it sounds like just an auto rifle.
Okay, so
Does
it's a PK
anyone got
then.
any eyes on Aquila?
No idea.
Careful, man.
Top floor of the building, northwest, the high building. Top floor in the windows, enemy.
Stone building with the yellow strips.
Correct.
2 of them, one in top left, one top Tiflar, do you have AT to hit that?
Tiflar's out of AT, shot it all northeast.
Contact on top of the B1, B2 concrete apartment buildings. Northwest, over.
By that building.
BMP's moving up on us. If you notice the BMP get close, swap the tracers and put some tracers on that building. The BMP will get the hint. I am fixed from the northeast. They've increased fire rate. Careful peeking northeast.
Oh, Tiflar's down. I'm on him.
Alpha, this is 3.
Send message.
Platoon, this is 3. We don't really have a viable attack route along this axis, obviously. Break.
Me and Tequila just
I need ETA on Bravo making their push, because Alpha 3 will have to fall back out of these craters momentarily, otherwise. Over.
You got comms with them. Hit again. Contact close.
Command, this is Alpha 2. We are on broken radio mast. Covering. If you need us to push.
Hardcore, if you're up, throw a frag northwest. I'm doing the same.
This is what we're going to do.
Break.
Alpha 3.
3's getting counterattack northwest towards craters. Over.
Frag, I've only got smoke.
Copy. Platoon angle to repel that counterattack. And for your information, Bravo still is fucked.
Bravo reporting they can't make their push. If you guys hear me, try to scoop up casualties. I'm going to try and find a route for us to fall back and regroup with the platoon.
We're at about 50 meters north of MSR Silva marker.
Victor leaving you guys.
Hardcore, Severe, you guys okay up there?
Yeah, we are.
Fine.
Did you guys push to the buildings northwest?
Oh, we're still in our crater.
Do you have a route to do so if we pop some smoke?
Command, this is Alpha 2. We are
There's
running
enemies
low on
directly in front of us.
Yeah, those buildings are garrison well. If we push, we'll be in CQC.
Okay, I see defilade south-southwest that we can retreat through. I don't think we're effective here anymore. I need you guys to start peeling back. I'll cover. Head south-southwest of the concealment. The BMP is behind us and as far as I know, supporting. If there's a casualty near you, just pick them up. I'm going to start smoking.
Tiflar moving. Tiflar being shot.
3 is pulling back south out of the craters. Over.
Coming from northeast.
Copy.
Severe and I are popping smoke moving southwest.
I had a casualty here, Dream. I'm just going to carry him.
I'm not going to let him run back up there.
I'm on track now,
It's
just
at 2 I see.
south of the radio mast.
Alright, yeah, just bring it back down to me.
Severe, how you doing?
Severe.
Where are we
Severe and I are moving.
Withdrawing south-southwest into concealment.
Following. That is Alpha 1 to Alpha 10.
We got a major delay because Bravo's completely fucked.
Advise, I'm black on ammo.
I'm gonna let Platoon know, though, that there's a route to get up there through terrain that gets us within like 15 meters of that fence line, and if we go as a platoon, maybe we can make it later. I'm gonna drop him here, Dream.
Guys, update right now is...
Okay, close security in this forest. Hold here for a moment. Don't attract too much attention.
Execute his mounted attack. It sucks, but we'll just have to stay here and attempt to stand,
If you need medical attention, just lick your wounds for now.
Platoon 3.
Currently, more pressing matters.
Okay, if you look northeast from broken radio mast towards the craters, 3 just pulled back off that. We were taking too much fire. But hypothetically, that defilade goes almost all the way up to T2 red plus green. Break.
RPG ammo.
You can get within maybe 30 meters of the walls, and if you have smoke, I'm sure you can make a push into objective 2 east. The only problem is the people at T3 south, T3 2-story green northeast that are covering it a little bit, but still, like a 30-meter run. Over.
Yeah, that's what we were attempting to do with Alpha 1. Alpha 1, how are things looking for you guys?
Who needs ammo?
We're spread out along the road. I have a fire team that has made it to the intersection of
I have exactly 1 magazine left.
I got extra ammo.
If we're gonna make a move here, we have to attack.
Tiflar got 2 rifle ammo, mag, and 0 RPG.
I'm giving you 3 rifle mags.
Copy. Then I would rather remain in defensive positions until Bravo makes his mounted move.
Well, we're back in a fight. Where do you want us? Thank you.
Welcome back. You'll be regrouping with us at broken radio mast east towards the road. I need to find a position where we can still use our fucking guns. Actually, we might hold here for a moment as I get in contact with Platoon, because he's tempted, he said, to push through this axis.
Alpha 1. Wait, stop moving.
Hi, Joel.
Where are you?
Right now, this is Alpha 3, and we are around here. I'm pointing.
Wait, you have to go up from Whispering.
Sorry, I just need to face you. I'm on Whisper still. We're around here. We're Alpha 3.
Yeah. I think we're down here somewhere.
That works for me, sure. Somewhere around here.
Yeah. I need you to hold this position. We're gonna push up the entire platoon when Bravo's assault has started. We're gonna push up towards where Alpha 3 was, and we're gonna take the sides of the small T2 houses.
I see people moving already, just in front of us right now, northwest.
Yeah.
Should we push alongside them?
Rund. Yes. Do that until other orders. Alpha 3 och gissa att vi
Okay, I'm gonna poke forward northwest. I think they're actually executing now. Platoon net said nothing, but the 2IC is giving me orders. We had a route that gets us within 20 meters of that fence. Who's got smoke? Say your name.
G-Flag got 1 can.
I got 2. Okay, blue on me, red hole behind just for a moment. I'm gonna go up to these patch of trees and see if we have a route to get us closer to the craters, and then from the craters to the wall. And if so, we're gonna make our route. Attack, rather.
Well, if you go up to where me and Severe were, you have about a 25-meter stretch before you
I'm not sure where that was. Is that the last crater?
It's the last crater to the northwest-ish.
Okay, but if I can find a route that minimizes exposure northeast towards that green structure, I'd do that instead. I think over here is a little better. I'm not sure yet.
Well, you're one of us on the east side of the mast.
Come on over. Come on over. They're making their assault. I need you guys up to here. No, reinforcements. You're coming through R3, Romeo info route, and then get in on east of T2 red green. We're walking in now. You're going to follow that same route. They're walking up and they're not shot. Let's go. Northwest. To avoid drawing attention, smoke only if you take fire. I'm going to pass along. We will take over the...
Well down.
Smoke, smoke, smoke.
No, frag.
Well's dead, I think.
No, dumbass.
No, he's not, okay.
There is ammunition trucks by broken radio mast.
Just continue on what he was moving, Svi, you're in charge.
Yes, get in there.
Then towards Tango 2.
Blue team, follow Severe.
Correct. Alright, good shit. Yeah, maybe somebody up there was noisy, or maybe they have a keyhole they're watching, but they threw frags out when we walked up, which is the good strat.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Alpha 3, hold on your attack until...
get cover, just get cover and focus on...
Over.
Too late, platoon, we're in.
Dig in, get focused
you
on
blame
just
Joel,
making sure
okay?
that you've got
He told
cover
us to
on each
go.
side.
This isn't a poke fight. Once we're within 150 meters like that and we're running forward across the field, we are committed. And Joel knows that. He sent us up there knowing we're committed, so now we're in. When I wake up, I'm going to platoon that.
Can't lie, that was quite literally the Arma 3. I don't know if you played it well, but the Arma 3 campaign, someone just blows up by a mine, and that was
it wasn't a
basically
mine.
what you just did.
That was a hand frag.
Very epic. You got a heart rate.
Okay, Alpha 1 and Alpha 3. Alpha 2 and Alpha 4 are
Stitch you now. Too high a heart rate for Epi, so you should wake up any second.
Support their movement by 5.
There you go.
3 is in. 3 is also in. 3 is also in.
Back up. Can I get a sit rep from the inside?
Alpha 3, Alpha 10.
Sit rep from the inside. Anyone up?
Hi and Argentina are up, they're moving to info.
Okay, I'm throwing a frag over the fence northwest. I'll try and smoke and cover you, Dream, while you get them up. But yeah, everyone's here is dead, and they're CQC. I'm gonna shut up.
I want to see if I can get Severe there.
A lot of defenders, southeast, objective 2, keeping us repulsed. CQC, over. Oh, there.
Alpha 3, Alpha 10. Too
many sightlines to watch at the same time. If I was on the other side of the alleyway, I could have covered the alleyway. They can't climb over the fence. If anything knocked down, they could have gone through. I was just trying to make sure Dream had close defense for his little medical adventure, because it would take like 5 minutes of sitting there. But it would get everybody back up. I was also kind of hoping the other Alpha element pushed through, but I don't know, maybe they died too. So I needed to be on the other side of that fence covering the alleyway. That side was non-tenable because the roof could see it. Or I needed to just be a little, I don't know, have bigger eyeballs and see the roof. It's all up to Dream now. Hopefully...
Jag är uppe med Alpha 3 nu.
Joel, shut the fuck up! He's talking, and now we're gonna get hand-fragged. Goofy goofball. There are definitely defenders still alive on this side of the street, maybe even just on the other side of that fence, with a juicy frag in their hands ready to throw it. That's why we don't say nothing. We just go, shush. But hey, you know what? At least another... They have orders for 2 Alpha sections to cover, including us, but I don't think those unformed orders, because Joel apparently never passed up that we were pushing. I don't know. There's a lot of confusion on the platoon level right now.
Whale ner också.
Oh my god, he's still alive. Hello, I'm his medic. I'm gonna start pumping blood.
If you are clear forward, you can chit-chat. But I don't think you're clear forward. Joel, Dream, I think you're just chit-chatting with the enemy within 10 meters.
I need to pull through this.
Maybe they saw. I mean, they have eyeballs, I don't. I'm sure a bunch of Alpha pushed through already.
Move into the buildings. A few of us have made it.
With probably about 2 still standing.
Yeah.
Alpha 4, I only heard you were pushing from Romeo 2 to buildings. What did you say after that?
About half strength.
Copy.
Okay, bandaging his chest.
He still needs more bandages. I'm gonna take position.
Go ahead.
If I was, I don't know, if I had a more presence of mind, you know, if I was really thinking on my feet, we should realize that there were defenders within those fence lines, and we had frags to use. Sometimes you want to save them, but I really think we should have, I should have. Hindsight's 2020. But I should have said, frag as early as you can over the fence, the best toss you can make. I will GP over the fence as well. Expect counter frag, so spread the fuck out. And try to find an entry point. We will also need our AR covering that roof, because we already knew there was contact on that roof. So that should have been orchestrated by me. The AR should have covered the roof. The boys pushing in should know to spread the fuck out. And if we're really feeling smart, we could preemptively frag, because they're obviously going to be in there. They're going to do things that make sense because they're players, not AI. And what makes sense is to have a close defense to keep us from entering that compound,
All Alpha members,
from getting into the
our goal
built-up
right
area.
now is to push the entire platoon to Tango 2 East. If you yourself not able to move there, support the movement to that position.
Tango 2 East. When I do wake up, Dream said everybody else is dead, which fucking sucks. I'm tired of Severe dying. I want Severe to get in that ass and get some action, instead of just getting counter-fragged and... caught in a forest, killed instantly, all that shit. That sucks. I want to give the boys here some fun.
I think some mutual to them for an enemy rifle.
Pi, how far do you make it in? You cut off.
Yeah.
Dream, we need to get safe.
Being shot. We're along the Romeo infill route. Dark and some trees still being shot by enemies in those craters and buildings. And we're being smoked and shit.
I'm afraid I can't really understand you right now, Pi. Dream, say again?
Still, I'm saving people back here. So
Sure.
I can
We
follow
have
you
close contact within 15 meters walking towards me. I just shot one. So, Dream, you're not safe, and I can't keep you safe.
That's fine. I will keep
Yes.
myself safe.
Is that you guys by Tango 2 Red Plus Green?
Right now, we're in at 2-2 red plus green.
My squad is very fragmented.
Let's just attempt to hold these buildings right now. Bravo is making his mounted push. Hopefully we can reinforce us.
Bravo's making their mounted push
yet.
fucking finally. Now that we already have a presence in the objective.
They hadn't.
No, they were. Our update last that I passed to you guys is that they're clusterfucked and we were going to try and do it instead. But now they're making their push. I still hear contact shooting out of the top of the concrete buildings.
You want to clean up?
Yep.
Say again, last pie? I didn't hear what you just said last either.
All good.
All good, read. Okay, still contacting top of the concrete buildings I'm going to try and deal with.
Fine, Aquila Road R3. We can't move at the moment.
I don't know where
We've got
from.
eyes on R3.
I didn't see anything up there.
All Alpha elements be advised. We have friendly units in this building. Bravo.
Oh, it's Whale.
Behind there.
Get me in better cover. Get me in better cover.
I'm bleeding and don't have bandages.
Okay, you're gonna have to check my backpack.
Metro. Bandagera mitt huvud.
Covering the entrance.
Yes, cover the entrance. Make sure you're on whisper. I think someone's a little loud. Talking earns frag grenades. Oh man, they even tell you Epi. Look at that. That's so cool. I love this little fucking uncon system. I need to ask AFI if we can yoink this. This would be good for everybody, honestly. I mean, it is info nobody would ever have while they're unconscious. But whatever, you can't hear voices when you're unconscious either, okay? This is important. I like this. Yeah, I'm really good at going down. I have a unique skill to just go fucking uncon constantly and get shot in the face.
Pie's down.
They said they were trapped on T2.
I don't think I'll be able to get him.
I think it's southeast of us. So people are still being
Fine, just
repulsed
focus on yourself
from
right now.
entering. I told them to enter more sharply east than I think they should have. Like, our route was kind of south. I think maybe on their way they got exposed, if I had to guess, at the craters from the fire from the north of the green buildings. And wasn't that where the cord was set up too? No, someone was calling a PKM there. The cord is probably on the objective itself. So Severe will be respawning soon. They will be a little dejected because we keep getting close but no action. I shot one guy. Oh, fuck. Dream, tell me something? He's still helping me.
Metro, vänster sida, typ andra våningen.
Okay, but you're taking close contact.
Come on, Whale.
I heard shooting
Wait,
close to you,
time.
Dream. Pay attention.
Ja, vid markering Tango 2 Red plus Green.
Hello, you're getting blood, don't
Jag
move.
tillsammans med 500. Vi har folk som skjuter oss på husen. Från husen typ. Stora husen.
Someone here is a medic. Someone here is a medic.
Hello.
Hey!
Are you a medic?
Whisper!
Come with me.
I was on whisper.
Talking to the other guy. Three reporting. We're still T2 south. Hard to cross this road. Contact around B1. Knife fighting. Over. I got everybody in the squad so fucking close up here, but nobody made it in except for me and Dream. For fuck's sake. Akila, you still alive out there?
Yep.
Okay, take it real slow. We gotta wait for reinforcements. We also kind of have to clear this rooftop to clear a route for them. Do you know where Pi is, Dream?
No idea.
We're in
Shots from Sharp East, 062.
I'm not going to push up any further from this.
We're gonna die if we stay here.
That's the hell. Yeah, thanks.
Dream, you okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna push east, okay? Someone needs to cover east. I'll try and watch the road if I can, but I'm bleeding all over the place.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah.
Not entirely certain.
There's a single guy in the northwest as well.
Yep. Do you need any meds or anything? I mean, you were in
use,
pain, but
I can use some morphine, I guess.
give you 2 sticks instead of putting
Thanks.
I got a patient in the alleyway over here. I don't think I can get him to
you're
you.
gonna have to wait.
Can you bring them back from whatever? Yeah, I'll help you with your chest.
Scout them, see if they need smokes.
There we go, and then we...
It doesn't really help, man. They're gonna recognize the smoke and push us. We don't have
Fair enough.
security.
Shit, I'm gonna try and bring someone
I
back
see
from the
movement in
break.
the concrete building north, and I think friendlies are clearing it out because that guy's walking up, not down.
Nice, fam.
Alright, the reinforcements have spawned. What are our orders?
I don't have a good route for you to get in. We're still stuck. T2 south. I think south is the best bet you have because the concrete buildings are clearing now. But we still have contact T3 all over T3. So I think you should approach from the south, reinforce us, and then we'll continue pushing. I gotta stop my bleeding.
Still. Can you get in cover?
When I'm in cover.
Can I lead us from all the way up here?
Whoever just spawned, follow me onto the road.
Alright, how do you doing? Is he alive in front of you?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
splinting you. Alright. When I apply the splint, just drag him or like.
The guy in front of me is lost fatal. Yeah, he's lost cause.
No, he's dead. Let me. Just tell me if you want to walk backwards.
If you take an RV or
1,000 into you right now.
We're on T3, there was shots coming in at us.
Yeah.
3 är jag ganska säker på. Genom huset.
Can you split my leg?
Alright, there you go. Yeah, your leg's splinted.
Thought you did. Maybe slightly too far from the... Hang on, I need to speak to the attendant. Yes, get in the back of the BMP.
Trying to figure out what's going on west, Dream.
Yeah. Let me just do some work on myself.
I see movement. 050.
Everybody in the spawn okay? I just heard a grenade.
Oh no.
Hardcore is down. You got friendly fragged on the spawn.
Oh god, send an Evan message or something.
Do you want some morphine or are you good?
No morphine for me ever.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hardcore, can you hear me?
How to get over and kill them. I believe we're on Tango 2 Green now.
I'm gonna try and exit the compound south and get a better eye on T3. Don't die, Dream.
I won't. I'm just searching for bandages and.
My
Please
wound's
don't tell me
reopened.
that's you dying. Oh fuck.
Is there any Alpha respawner who is not currently in a vehicle?
Affirmative Alpha 2.
Alright, if you guys respawn but not in a vehicle, I have a question from Platoon.
Hey,
Okay,
we're taking
all
care of
Alpha
some
respawners,
casualties. Somebody dropped a
drive
grenade
along
over here and
Emitor
didn't warn
Dome
anybody.
Break.
And now we've
Tango
got 2
2 West,
casualties.
dismount in Tango 2
You're getting
West.
shot from the east. Shot from the east, Dream. Cover.
My idea is to regroup the platoon in Tango 2 West and then push from west from Bravo 2 to Sierra 1 to Sierra 2.
We're gonna hold here for a moment. Platoon 3, urgent. There are people at spawn who got friendly frag. They're waiting there and administering care to casualties. They need you to wait. Break.
Oh dear.
Copy.
Contact still all over T3 south. T2
fucking
south, quiet. T3 south, lots of contact. Over.
Copy that.
We gotta take over those concrete buildings,
First
man. This
truck
sucks
will
ass.
go, still go on its way, but we'll
Be
wait
careful on the
for
run
them
over
to
here,
get
well.
catch up.
This medic just got fucking annihilated.
Enemy cord is also T3 south.
Enemy machine gun east of R5.
East of R5, you sure? It's not T3? Is it a PK or a cord? I hear a cord firing T3.
It's a cord.
Fuck. They don't have two. I see the cord myself, T3 South, man. That's where it is. Here.
YO, is it rep?
Fuck, I'm out of GPs. The cord, I think, just got shot at T3 South. I'm gonna try and get eyes on.
I'm still trying to save this medic.
Movement T3 South, not sure. Yeah, cord's up.
Everybody who's in the spawn, load up in the BNP.
I can't fucking see it anymore. There it is. Alpha 3 confirming. Enemy cord. T3 South and EI around it. Do you have any smoke, Dream?
All out.
What about in the corpses near you?
I've been looking. I can't find any.
We're stuck on the side of the road then. I'll provide close defense. We can't deal with this cord east.
No. In fact,
Oh,
that
fuck.
cord's gonna fuck us up. You still up? Is that you crawling down the
I'm
corridor?
crawling down the corridor, yes. Let's keep our comms clamped, unless it's important. Get on fucking Whisper, Stattenberg. I'm gonna kill you.
Wanna shoot it?
Alpha 3, Alpha 10.
Go.
Do we have an ETA for getting those guys who were fragged in spawn up to us?
I'm getting an update from them. I'll get an update. Severe, you got all the
Okay, thank you
casualties
for
up? Are you in a
me
vehicle? Update?
I don't know if the SVA is here. Hardcore is still down. I mean, unconscious. We are taking care of it. We're coming back to the
You sure he's not dead? Hardcore is completely off of the shack
No,
tech.
he's not. He may have quit. I don't know.
I think he just left, man.
Alpha 10, Alpha 1.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Do we know the
You guys are in a
situation
vehicle though?
the,
Okay, I'm gonna pass that up.
Tango 2 areas. Do we own all of Objective 2?
But yeah, hardcore, if he's still here, would need
we are right now on
to wake up, that's it.
southwest.
Dream, let's try and cut further west and get in the concrete building.
Copy. Are you in
We
contact?
can't smoke, but we can
you
smooth.
want to get to the...
Completely clear for some reason.
There's actually friendly straight to our north, so...
Yeah, I want to get set up around the con. Oh, you know what? Maybe we can push east from here. Oh, it's fun time. Okay, no, we have to emerge and help. They're pushing regardless.
Alpha 1 and Alpha 4, move to the
Just try and
forest
shoot
north of
wildly
Bravo
over the
to Bravo
fence.
1.
We can give them anything we can.
Prepare to push eastward to the forest for Sierra 1.
Three reporting. Some Alpha members here at 2 are pushing to 3 right now. We're trying to support, but they are getting shredded by the cord and infantry at 3.
I got
Over.
him off it, I got him off it.
I'm gonna try and get an eye on it so I can fix him off it.
I've got eyes on it, I've got eyes on it.
Situated at Tango 3 south, correct?
Good, good. Just keep it locked down.
Yeah, okay, I think he's getting back on it.
Cord dismounted momentarily. Say again last.
He's back on it.
Don't go on the fucking road, go in the forest.
That's not us. We're trying to support from the building south. I can't talk to those guys. Over.
Said to whoever got shot at by a machine gun.
HMG is at Tango
God, I killed someone, I killed someone as well. Shit.
as stated by Alpha 3 before.
I'm up.
Okay.
Alpha 1 and Alpha 4, continue pushing on the west to east on the north side of the road for the forest.
Copy, we just Alpha 1 is now passing the B2 building.
Just got eyes locked on this, on the wall, so if anyone gets on it, I might push him go down
It's back up, man.
No, it's not.
Go
I'm looking at
north
it.
and then east for the forest.
Akil, are you out there? I think Akil is unconscious in the field close northeast. Nah, it's too far for you to go.
Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna try.
See movement still in the fortification, 45.
It's up 1. I have some reports that we might have enemy contact. Tango 2.
Holy shit!
You alive?
Yeah, I'm not dead yet.
Whoever's in the BMP, dismount.
You guys dismount on the north side or south side of the road?
Alpha 3, Alpha 10.
Go for 3.
Go for it.
What's the position of
Shut up, Dream. This is 3. We're at T2 red plus green, engaging eastwards. We're trying to support the push further north of us right now. There's 3 of us here. Over.
Sounds good.
Casualties over here in the field southeast. They're concealed by smoke. I'm gonna.
Okay, they're concealed.
Alright, we've dismounted, we're coming toward
He's
you.
a red
I
dog.
have hardcore with me.
Oh!
Well, I've procured an RPG-26, so once this smoke clears, I'm just gonna shoot.
You want a range?
Shoot the cord. I would love range.
200 meters. Almost precisely. Maybe 190 meters.
The smoke's in the way.
Alpha 4, have you made it to Sierra 1?
No sightline from there, Dream.
Once this smoke clears, I might be able to get one.
Severe, where are you guys?
1 is pinned.
Coming up from the west.
Okay, we are currently T2 red plus green, but this isn't a viable assault route. If you guys want to assist in the main assault, I think all you can do is from B1, 4 is to T3. We can't really get across the street.
I'm moving up to like a burnt outhouse.
I'm near you.
By the village southeast of the apartment complex.
Whale?
I'm okay. I'm gonna check on that screaming in a moment.
He's south of us.
Hey, this is Alpha 2. We need a medic on Bravo 2 badly on the...
I might have actually just hit the cord.
Copy.
Fuck yeah.
I'll see if I can get the platoon make it.
Alpha 10, this is
Victor 1.
I might have also just hit the cord.
Fuck yeah, Dream. I'm coming up to you with 6 frag grenades. Do you have a route that gets you close?
Towards,
no, not close enough. I just was close enough to hit it with an RPG and a bullet.
Please provide fire support.
Okay, back off. I'm gonna try and find more smokes.
Providing.
Maybe we'll just cross over the street and join the main assault.
3 south.
Alright, Will.
Ah, shit, you guys came to the place that doesn't have a route in.
We have people on Tango 3 south.
Oh, Tiflar, we can't get you set up to fire IT into the objective, though. We can support from out here. You know what? We'll support the main push. Yes, Dream is right up here. Dream, double back. Dream, double back. Come to the alleyway. We got a casualty. It's hardcore.
Victor 1, it seems we have a...
Tiflar, come with me. I'm gonna get you into the field. Get you a shot on a cord. Well, past the cord. There's still a EI around it.
Do you have a range over there?
Yeah, 0 for 250. Anything over this fence could shoot your ass, so be very careful.
Alpha 2, Alpha 10.
They're back on the cord. At 050. Come to me and shoot. Come to me and shoot. 050.
Where is your squad located?
No eyes.
050. If you're not high enough, move forward to the right. Shoot again. Same location. Now.
Sorry, command. Can you repeat transmission?
Reloading.
What is your position?
That was fucking perfect.
Bravo 2 on the roof.
Okay, get off the fucking roof.
A little high.
There we go.
Oh, they're running.
Scraper again.
Bravo 1, okay, we'll get
The flag got one shot left.
Hardcore's gonna get back up. I'm gonna try to do what I was doing before.
Push up and use the rubble. They're off the cord. Push up and use the rubble. Light the fuck out of that same location near the bunker. Right side, cord's back up, 050. From here, it's 150.
Up one, that would
Copy that.
trap.
Copy. Do not go there then. But get off the roof.
Was that Dream? Tell me that wasn't Dream. Medic's down. I didn't know you were a guy with a lat, Dream. You got overeager. I'm gonna pull you back and get you up.
Down.
Okay, okay. Well, you don't have enough guys to play this poke fight anymore.
Unfortunately, it seems about half of us have died again. I'll try to figure out what we're gonna do here. For now, let's just defend the east side of Bravo 1 in force.
T3 cord. We hit it with an RPG. It's still up.
Copy.
Severe, is it just Tiflar down over there?
Yep. He's in a bad way. I'm putting tourniquets on him.
I'll get Dream up ASAP. Dream will be up in like 30. Dream, when you get up, you're gonna have to run back through the alleyways. They have fixed us again, and they got the cord back up and operational. Oh my god, those guys are running right in front of the fucking road. Well, they're not dead yet.
Victor 1, I've lost my gunner, we're going to help Alpha, then I need the fucking medic.
I could have sworn I fucking hit it.
It's okay, Dream, just focus on getting boys up. They are west-northwest of here. Careful wherever you go. What?
Well, you killed yourself.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he got fucked by back blast.
I thought the fence up behind me was open. I thought the fence behind me was gone and collapsed. Oh my god, I fucking backblasted the shit out of my entire fucking body.
Probably fine. Yeah, they got fucked by his all.
I am so stupid. I am so dumb.
If you can do CPR, that'd be cool.
Until we get reinforcements, I believe they're also trying to muster up an attack with Bravo.
You guys okay?
Whales hit, but we're good.
This building here.
Alright.
Fine.
I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb.
Yeah, you should probably want to drag them somewhere else.
Yeah, we shit position here.
Get Whale to Dream. Take him to Dream.
Heard. Carrying.
What's the green smoke doing here?
Careful, man. That route through the alleyway is definitely not safe. When I wake up, I gotta tell Severe to...
Bringing Whale to you. Yep, that's fine. Just bring him back here. Be careful, there's bullets
I'm up.
coming.
Drop me.
Oh, is he away?
Drop me.
I don't have you.
Oh. Oh dear.
Stay put, Whale. Stay put.
Whale?
Oh my... What?
There you go.
There you go.
I'm okay.
That's
I'm okay.
why I
okay.
always clear your black blast.
Severe, update on T3 position. Are they still there?
Is this Bravo? Yeah, Bravo
Yeah, this is
3.
Bravo 3.
I don't know.
Oh my god, all this fucking smoke. Well, we should move into a position where we can actually attack.
I think we go across the street.
Currently doing loop still control southeast.
Hey, 3. Everyone who's not administering medical, we're crossing north, getting into the forest, and making an assault on 3 position. Go north, let's go north. Three back on net.
Copy that, 3. Did you respawn or what happened?
3 has about 4 men attacking T3 south position, but we think it got cleared ahead of us. We're dealing with a medical situation. We're clearing in now to T3 south.
Copy.
Move towards S1 dot. We'll take the north side of the street, then we'll worry about T3 south. Friendlies have moved through here. It should be clear, but be careful.
Alpha 2, Alpha 1, Alpha 4, push to T3, Tango 3, and support Alpha 3.
T3 seems to have contact still at the east edge of T3. Over.
Copy.
Okay, we're pushing on T3 yellow. I think there's contact at the edge of this compound. Once we get to T3 yellow, we're gonna regroup.
Blood died.
Yeah, nobody ever cleared out those trenches. We needed to have someone. I don't stop and form a solid plan for a moment. I need to find an attack route in, and I'm kind of hoping that other pieces are in their place. Like, we suss out that we should be covering, because all the other elements are pushing in north, but they all died. So now we push in, but we don't have anyone covering us. So what we needed to do is wait until we had more people up. We needed to get 1 or 2 guys covering from our position previous, so that we don't get L'd like that. So we don't just hope that friendlies walk through here. So we don't just pray that those trenches are clear. They are. They are not clear. There's still guys hanging in those trenches, shooting us from the south side of the road now. But now, to be fair, we do have guys administering medical there. Hopefully they can suss out that they should re-emerge and cover. No one on our net has communicated there's contact in the trenches, though. So I don't think that's going to happen. If anyone's up, they need to say that there's contact in the trenches, and then we can form a natural L with the people who are still doing casualty treatment behind us. I hope Severe has gotten some action and gotten to shoot some people. I got my action. I got to shoot like 3 guys today. I'm satisfied. But, you know, Tiflar, Severe, Aquila, I really hope they've gotten to murder some people today, you know? You gotta cure your bloodlust. Otherwise, it's not a great time. Also, for time and tickets, I think we're probably gonna lose. I don't know. We took Objective 2, and that's the goal. But it doesn't feel like a full victory unless we get Objective 3, the optional one, too. So maybe it'll be a technical victory, but it'll feel Pyrrhic. Lots of comms I can't hear. So Dust Eyes found me. I don't know if we're clear, though. I should have covered right as we were moving. No one was looking in that direction. We're moving into an area that's built up contact. Like, I shouldn't rely on my friends to do all this stuff for me, the other squads. I should only rely on the friends I have with my own squad. So we should have been doing squad level bounding, if not for that earlier coverage idea. We had 3 guys. I mean, if we waited, we would have 5 guys. We could have done something with 5 guys. Dream's here too.
Yeah, or am I the only one?
I'm also medic.
Okay.
Or actually, maybe we're at
Are you giving him
T2
blood
green.
or?
T2 red plus green. I don't.
I'm on
T3.
Wales position. That's all I know right now.
I said T3 a bunch. I thought I said T3 a ton. Maybe I was saying on platoon net.
Roger. Just stand by, you guys. Victor 1, this is Kilo 15. You had some message.
Wales are light, but he's not up. He'll be up soon.
Okay, we are at T3 2-story green.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, keep driving. I'll meet you on the road. I'm 10 meters in front of you.
Hey guys, you have medic.
Yeah, okay then.
Come with me.
Maybe pull it up along this fence, and then just kill the.
Oh, my heart failed again. No, Dream.
I'm not letting you die that easy.
This is up at medic. I can hear you at least, but I'm not sure the state of.
Okay, then they cleared into the trenches.
I'm there with Whale right now.
Good. So now it's Severe's turn to have fun.
Yeah, working.
Hopefully they killed somebody.
Not getting a pulse right now, so we're trying to get him.
Check his pulse.
Yeah, he's got one.
Checked out again.
Whale will be up any second now.
That's good. Okay, I can leave them both.
Jesus Christ, I keep going down. I'm sorry.
That's alright.
It's alright. Me and Severe are up by two-story green.
Can you confirm whether T3 South trenches are fully cleared? Yes, no?
We have 2 times forwards unmanned captured.
Okay, since you guys are in cover, Severe, take this moment to set up platoon on your alternate because I keep going down. And I'm gonna head over to you 2 guys. Severe, let's cross early and then head over to T3 2-story green and join them. Dream.
Yep.
3's back on net. 5 strong.
All members of Alpha, what's going to happen now
I need to
is we
take
are
a
going
piss.
to hold the Tango free area. Kilo, Bravo
Let's
are
go.
attempting to use whatever resources they can to give us some chance of making a mounted push. So we will hold this until we get further notice.
10, this is 4. I'm already starting to move in an easterly direction. I'll see how far I can get towards
That's a BMP.
Yep, I know.
Be advised, there is some kind of a machine gun.
I just don't want it to accidentally shoot us. Also, my leg's still kind of splinty broken, so I can't
Roger,
sprint.
I'm going right flanking, so I'm following to the southern side of the objective. I can see a smoke pillar there.
Okay, we're coming to T3 two-story green. Is that where you guys are? Howdy.
Roger.
Hardcore, you up?
A-firm, we are approximately T3 two-story green location. Do you see the big plume of white smoke?
I'm with you. Everybody's up.
Yeah,
Everybody's
there you
good. Keep your heads down. We are not the easternmost element. Somebody pushed out ahead. But our job is to hold here for a moment while Bravo gets in position. Then we're going to execute through concealment east all the way to X-ray area. Do you guys see a route into X-ray?
Are you currently at X-ray?
Give me a
Someone just reported they're in on X-ray. I think we can move up. I'm going to ask.
Don't move yet. You reopened.
Platoon 3. We're currently at T3 two-story green. 3's ready to move up to X-ray. When Alpha element just mentioned they're there. Over.
Yes.
Where we got 2 pisses.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay,
Where
everybody.
we even got 2 pisses.
Pissers? What? Words?
They were pissing.
Okay, yeah, awesome. People who are back from pissing. We're about to move to X-ray, and then we're going to assault on the final objective. Let's get it done. We have friendly elements ahead of us. Be advised, friendlies are up at X-ray already.
From those trenches up ahead.
Friendlies at X-ray are taking fire north, it looks like, through the tracers. Platoon, this is 4. Could I get an update on...
That's crossfire. It's from the northern side.
You sure that's not towards us? Friendlies said they're on X-ray, but maybe they're lost.
I don't think it was ours because they missed every
Be
shot
careful
we were in
forward.
open field.
Alpha 4, I copy.
Roger, out.
Three's approaching X-ray west.
Trench line. Or sorry, crater line.
Force approaching
Okay,
X-ray.
be very cautious on the left. I think
Stay
X-ray
low.
is ours,
Crouch.
but obviously left side is the final objective.
Crouch. Don't pop your head up.
Contact front! Contact X-ray east.
Grenade.
Man down.
X-ray is not clear. X-ray is not friendly. Over. I got 6 frags. I'm gonna use them.
Enemy frag.
Frags going out. Multiple frags going out.
I'm getting hardcore up.
This is 4, please do not throw grenades into the objective area. X-ray, over.
Copy.
We are currently reaching.
Sorry, go ahead.
Friendly's on our right.
Charge is going off. Severe, sit rep.
I'm up. Firing east.
Over.
I'm gonna see if I can storm forward 15 meters.
Contact east at the edge of the map. Careful. Contact east. Contact northwest as well.
Your push goes there.
Contact all around X-ray north and northeast.
Copy. Our goal is to hold pretty much hold the X-ray 3, X-ray 2, and shoot or whatever is north and further up.
Hey, Chuckle ass, think fast. Don't go up there, don't go up there, don't go up there.
I know, I saw you through. I'm trying to save people.
Remember to throw us.
With you.
Remember to use your grenades. We have them for a reason.
Frag out.
I'm 200.
Alpha 2, we are X-ray 3 to the south.
Never mind, I'm not dying. I'm good. I'm good.
Shots east.
Alpha cheese map to the 8 of the compound.
There are unmarked buildings east at the edge of the AO. I gotta pass that up. Enemy has fortified them.
We need to get the BMP up here. Get the BMP up here.
Alpha, this is 3. Urgent. Need the BMP up at X-ray. We have contact at unmarked buildings at the east edge of the AO, northeast of X-ray. Over.
Shit.
I'm gonna flex around. I think our immediate's clear.
For your information for the rest of the squad, our current objective is to...
Contact east. East.
East.
Contact east.
Here's a medic to get up. I hate the animations, man. Just let me drop them and do stuff. I gotta sit there like, oh, there you go. For like 3 seconds. Ugh.
You'd be useful right now. Oh, he's still alive.
Anyways, I hope they get the medic up first.
Radio silence.
I call the platoon. Usually I wouldn't be this assertive, you know. I'm like, hey, platoon, how's the BMP doing? It's probably doing something else, you know. I hope they task it. But here and there, Severe is right. I called for the BMP. We need it, you know. I hope the platoon does something about that. They acknowledged it, so.
As possible.
Yeah,
Try
I can't do it.
try to cover me.
I am.
The enemy might be very
I'll throw
bold
down
now that they're on their
smoke,
final
keep
tickets. If I was the enemy and I wanted to kick some ass, I would run in here and throw some frags, especially now that there's a little bit of smoke, you know, we're not shooting as much. Probably a mass cast situation, so. Run in, throw a debt charge, have some fun, you know?
Oh, you're still alive.
Dexter, thank you for the follow. Cherenkov, I didn't answer your question earlier, but this has been a fun, solid event. I just keep... Ugh. The enemies are ready to capitalize on my mistakes, and my mistakes are apparent to me, so I'm trying to get better. I think the company orders from the get-go were a little sus, but I was willing to work with them, hoping that Hanther was really worried about, you know, big flanks and stuff like that, but in the end, we didn't have the force concentration needed to make a clear breakthrough and cause chaos among the enemy, and the enemy's tactic of you know, very simple forest ambushes, fall back, do it again, and occasionally throw out a wide flank. Those incited a lot of chaos and confusion on our ranks. So they, you know, are defenders that are falling back. They don't have to deal with much chaos. We have to deal with a shit ton of chaos. I hope we still have enough guys. Oh my god. Okay. If Platoon's alive, I have a complaint. I have a big complaint, actually. The 2 IC's alive, so I still have my complaint. Here's the deal, and I need to tell Joel and Run this after the fact. I don't feel like I was fully informed as to the tactical situation involving Bravo, and... What the fuck? I'm so stupid. Fuck, man. I thought... So I saw the gray squares, and I, like, took the slightest glance a few times. I thought they were the craters. I thought these were the craters. And these weren't buildings. So, they weren't lying. There was a friendly element saying they were in on X-ray. They weren't lying. They just had no presence. They said they were in, but they weren't actually doing anything. They were just administering, like, casualty treatment and shit. Oh, throw a frag or something, man. Nah, it's over. Okay, I mean, we lost. We lost the final... we lost, like, the final objective. It says we have 58 alive. What? Because they're not respawned yet, or? Okay, it's just lying. The BMP drove into the objective. That's interesting. Where's the other BMP anyways? Probably dead. I'm still collecting my scattered thoughts, but yeah. I read the map wrong. Dumb. Nobody corrected me. Not as dumb, but still a little dumb. I would appreciate someone looking out for me when I'm being a fucking idiot. And like I was gonna say earlier, to finish my thought, I did not feel informed as to Bravo's progress. Though Platoon has other things going on, and knowing how Bravo is doing doesn't always affect my squad level plans, it would still be nice to know. Tiflar, I have no idea why the BMP killed themselves. I see no other way they got here other than wanting to die. Though the turret's still moving, so I don't really know what's going on. Hey, Mito, do you know that BMP's still active, right? Well, it's active but blind, so I guess who cares? The counterattack on the south side went great, though we now have some guys actually up and active at the trenches. I hope Severe's alive. I hear her.
It's fine.
Yeah, they realize they're getting counterattacked. Oh, that fucking frag! Well, it was only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Oh, damn, that frag was nuts. Even the fucking truck driver's on con. So yeah, the stats at the top are wrong. Both sides are pretty much out of tickets, but the defenders have more people, they have more land, they have won the optional objective. I don't know if people are going to still say the attackers won. Because something, it was only supposed to be 2 mandatory objectives, but... It doesn't feel like a dub, you know? It only feels like a dub if we take all the land and kill all the defenders. Yeah, and they called it for Infor. So yeah, I guess it wasn't optional, even if it's said in the briefing, like, we're supposed to focus on the first 2. The briefing was superfluous, I suppose, and the actual point was all 3 objectives, which makes more sense to me. So we narrowly lost. At an individual level, though, as a member of Alpha, we made a few decent pushes, but I didn't feel sufficiently coordinated, sufficiently successful to feel like we made a massive difference and had a great time. I don't know. This was up and down for me. Up and down. Tiflar says our side went great. I don't totally agree. I don't know. I feel like we got repulsed a few times. That's only natural. But personally, there was like, for example, at T2, oh my god. Getting in there was hard enough. Bravo could not do shit. Bravo, to be fair, was a little under strength. I'll give him that. But yeah, we just had a lot of trouble at T2. I always wonder what AFI would be like with instant death. I'm just saying. Less casualty situations, more people with their guns up. That'd be nice. I want to go see how many kills I got. Okay, gamers. Hardcore, I noticed you poked me during the operation, but it was like a little metagamey, so I didn't even read it. It says, hey whale, I'm still down. I don't read that kind of stuff during the operation. You gotta hope somebody finds you.
What? Yeah, no, I get that. Wait, oh, there we are.
Thank you for all showing up today. We will do a 5-minute break and then proceed with site debriefs and then get together for those who want to participate. And hope to see you next month in another AFI TVT event.
Okay, so that poke was when I got bad fragged at the spawn. You said I had DC'd. I was like, no, I'm still here. It was just a, hey, I'm still here. I haven't left yet.
But you reconnected after.
No, I never left the server.
How the fuck? I thought I could have sworn I saw.
He's schizophrenic.
I
I'm
was
losing
no,
it.
I was loaded into a vehicle that breaks DUI.
I didn't know that. Fun fact of the day.
Yeah, because when you're unconned in A's, it sets you to civilian and it removes you from your DUI when you're loaded in a vehicle. It's a weird little bug and they can't really fix it, so it just exists. So when I'm in a vehicle, when somebody's in a vehicle and uncon, it will sometimes just quite literally just go, oh, no, you're not in your DUI, and it joins you back in after you get back up.
How do you guys enjoy the app?
I liked it.
Okay.
AFI.
I got a neutral. I got a positive. I think for me, I'm up and down. I'm neutral. We didn't always meet a lot of tactical success because it was hard to coordinate with Bravo platoon. And I noticed some things with our own platoon leader. I mean, he's led a lot, including for me, and it's been fine in the past. So this might have just been a today thing. But yeah, it was just, I didn't feel a lot of coordination with the BMP, and I didn't feel like our original plan was working out at all.
Yeah. Also, that squad right at the end where we were fighting, that was the Acadian guys, because I kept on hearing Skater Boy and Baez.
Their counterattack on the east side towards the craters. Also,
Yeah.
I totally misread the map for the craters versus the buildings. I'm like, what are these buildings east that are engaging us? They must be out of the play area, because I thought we were at X-ray. So many confusing things to me, because one of our squads, I guess this is another complaint, in the final throws, one of the sections of Alpha pushed up all the way to the X-ray buildings and made it in just fine. But then I guess they took enough casualties that they were just doing casualty treatment for like 10 minutes. They said they were there at X-ray, but they were more like hiding inside of X-ray. So we approach it, and I'm like, well, we have a presence at X-ray, which is what I was told. But in the end, we had a few guys hiding inside of the X-ray buildings. So much so that enemies were allowed to still use the buildings around them and engage us. That's how bad it was. The friendlies needed to either not push up ahead of everyone else, or just communicate that they didn't actually have a presence there. They were just there.
Yeah, I'd say communication and land nav were the two biggest things about this top.
It was just a thick-ass forest. I was doing my best, and I still got lost on 3 or 4 occasions.
Yeah, it was very much just navigation by landmarks for most of it.
There's a co-TVT in 2 weeks. That's Green something? Green Eagle. And it's going to be SOG Prairie Fire. If you're free then and interested, you can stop by. Though I know people are always like, oh, I just had some AFI. Do I need a second serving? If you're tempted next week, that is, when your cravings return, you can always sign up. I'll get the slots soon and the sign-up form set up soon as well. It'll be a co-TVT, it'll be smaller, it'll be focused in the jungle, and there will be various objectives for Blue 4 to take, but I'm trying to get slots on Op 4. Op 4 is the smaller side, they're Viet Cong, and for them, it's just going to be a TVT because you're fighting Blue 4. Though Blue 4 does have attack choppers, they have two small attack choppers.
Is Op 4 getting like some sort of AA?
Oh, I doubt it. It's VC. You're gonna have the VC experience. People who went to like the CCOs and got really tired of getting blown up by aircraft, that might happen again. So keep that in mind if you're signing up. For me, I've always been okay with that because usually I'm not getting struck, but that's just because I'm always watching the bird fly around. I know when to hide.
I mean, if we end up being Op 4 and it is just a Sog Prairie fire choppers, those things are paper thin. You can pen them with 7.62.
They're like the Iroquois. You know the weird looking ones? They're those ones.
Yeah, so they're not even the fucking Vipers. Okay, that's even better.
They still have rockets. The rockets still blow up and kill people. I mean, don't undersell them.
Oh, I am well aware.
They definitely do be murdering though. How many kills did I get? Let's see. At least 1. I got 2.
I don't even.
Yeah. Tiflar's gone,
like
but Tiflar got 3.
How many did I get?
0. But you get hits. Like you still down people. Maybe they bleed out later. Sometimes it doesn't count it.
Fair enough.
You hit Tempa. You hit Tab. You hit Skater. You hit Skater with a grenade.
I hit Skater with a grenade. Pog.
Skater was the last defender on the trench line at T3 South. So when we got behind them, again, me just being... that was an idiot moment for me. That was me being a fucking idiot. There was a push of friendly infantry through T3, but everyone was just walking through the north side because it was natural. They didn't actually take time to clear out the trenches. So Skater was still there, still waiting, and ambushed a bunch of people.
Hey, Whale.
And he was only alone for like 2 minutes, so it wasn't really rule breaking. Yeah, I think it's pinned inside of the Arma Aquarium channel. I don't have a link for you otherwise.
Arma Aquarium, give me a second.
Yeah, the whole push on T3 was so hard. Those T3 defenders were fighting tooth and nail for so long. They even moved the cord like 3 times. How did they not die? It's just because we had terrible angles until the concrete building was cleared, and I guess even then the trees were too much. The only way to really peek it was our little fence corner, which was rough.
I found it.
That is amazing. Those defenders at T3 were just like 8 guys, not many.
Oh, I am so scared. That grenade did do something.
Wow, the Cadians weren't defending. Honestly, the whole op, the Cadians were the ones always doing counterattacks. And they usually got murdered for it, so that's where all the tickets went.
Those skater were fucking cool.
Oh, of course it's skater with a cord. Alright, let's see this
Okay, let's see if I should just... Like, if I could simplify this whole op to me just blaming Bravo, that would make my brain a lot more happy. So let me see Bravo's performance throughout the operation in terms of cohesion. I know they were under strength. How bad was it? Let's see, they had 1 squad down. That's not bad at all.
Okay, so when Alpha pushed up, holy shit, Alpha pushed up in a line. We just basically lined up for them, and they had like 2 squads up at Q5 and Yellow 6 or Yellow and X4, like that area. We were just all in a line for them.
What time? Give me like an approximate timestamp.
Like 23:30. The entire 24:29. We were entirely, the entire fucking Alpha platoon was just there.
Yeah, everybody got lost. Like, were we in the proper position? Let me see.
No, we weren't. We were all on with Alpha 1 and 2.
Everybody funneled in the same area closer to the road. I think we should have. I think maybe we should have made some effort to move on bearing. That's for the squad. I don't think the platoon leader needs to dictate it though. We could have taken care of that at squad level. I gave us kind of an approximate movement, but then yeah, we and Alpha 3 and 4, us and them, are most guilty of funneling really close to the road. That's a big mistake on our part. Yuck. Gross.
We pushed up. Bravo pushed. At the broken radio tower, that's when they were firing off to the north-ish. Oh, they had basically their entire... So when we were at the radio tower, they had almost the entire platoon over that ridge line at T2 red plus green. Like their whole entire platoon was just there.
Feel like, oh man, we made a pretty crucial mistake. We were taking fire when we started to ease up the right side. I don't think Alpha platoon leader had a vision of the overall tactical situation at that moment. Like, he didn't really know where the pieces were, because he said we had to wait for Bravo. But I feel like if you're sussing out how much the enemy has, you can't really know. But could someone,
if you wish, start with side debriefs and then just gather after you're done.
Someone could intuitively tell that the enemy was definitely withered after their counterattacks failing, after we pushed up to the hill. Like, there was fucking like 10 defenders north of us. We could have just marched on objective 2. Or that would have been a bad idea because they reinforced like a minute later. Never mind.
And right at
we'd like to start a quick platoon debrief.
Okie dokie. Heading up. You guys can come with if you want. I'll be in Alpha 10 channel.
Channel switched.
Oh ja, det är det.
Ja, jag hoppar upp till Kilo så länge.
Ja, jag tror. Spontan, eller jaha, du vill göra på den nivån.
Well, let's... I was thinking we do a quick platoon debrief before we head into the company debrief. Let's just see if any more people want to come. Yeah, I'll go shout to the Swedes. Yeah. First off, I feel sorry for a lot of you guys. It felt like you really got the shit end of the stick. A lot of people have spent way too much time in the respawn, and that in itself is a failure. I would say, first of all, thanks for showing up. I hope everyone had a good time despite all the dying and chaos. From my perspective, it felt we were a bit lacking in cohesion. Some of this might have been due to eagerness, due to individual players, or due to me not being quite clear enough about some movements, but I felt for the first phase of the mission, as soon as we got into contact, cohesion broke down relatively quickly, and it was quite difficult to coordinate. And that's something that continued a bit. It was, and I'll get into the company side of that, which I think was a large contributor. I would say one flaw I personally made was when I tried to determine what kind of damage have we caused the enemy, i.e. how many have we killed, how far have we forced them to back up, I was way too optimistic in the calculations I performed in my head. I would say the good thing is I experienced a lot of squads showed initiative, and that was very nice. But I think our experience and our efficiency was quite hampered by the fact that a lot of people just died constantly. So even if I had a squad leader who was well acquainted with what he should do and he had a great idea, if half his squad was dead or had just respawned, there's not much you can do. I would say the major failings probably arose from the fact that our company was, as a certain rifleman put it, stretched like a Polish whore. That Bravo was, in essence, it felt like Bravo was playing one game on one side of the map and Alpha was playing one game on the other side of the map. And that just led to us just, defeating the... we were broken down pretty much. I don't know if I have much more to say other than it was very funny when we decided to go on the roof instead of moving in the forest as they were told. Well, squad leaders, let's go with Alpha 1. Do you have any thoughts regarding the mission?
It was a difficult one in general. The terrain itself was very difficult to attack through. A lot of hidey holes and such. I died immediately, so I can't say anything. I can't say much about the first phase. I joined in at the attack of the radio mast again, pretty much, on objective 1. And like you said, we probably didn't fully utilize our company's strength, which hampered us a lot. Platoon-wise, I mean, I feel like we did okay. We did have decent communication. Maybe we could have done better in some parts. Maybe we could have done better just like regrouping and doing a new attack. I know we tried a few times, but yeah, like I said, sometimes people got a bit overeager. Maybe contact reports could have been a bit better. I felt a few times around, I felt I didn't know where people were. And I do realize that that was because a lot of people were dying and we had stragglers everywhere and they might not have hopped onto the net to tell people what was going on. And like, I get that happens, but I did feel at times that we had a bit unclear was what was going on, who was where and who controlled what at times. And when you needed important info, like we're hearing a lot of shooting in the buildings to our south, we're about to start our movement. Is that friendly or not? And it was friendly, but it took a good 3 or 4 minutes before we find out. And like, we probably could have been better on that part. But in general, I mean, we didn't do terribly. We're just difficult terrain and an opponent that played well. That's about it for me. I'm pretty happy with I think the platoon did decently.
I agree with your assessment. I don't think we have anyone from Alpha 2 here, so Whale, Alpha 3, do you have any thoughts?
Howdy, questions before my thoughts, just to make sure I can collect them properly. So how often do you think, how often would you say platoon here, you were dead throughout the operation?
We
can count that in the...
I died thrice, but rather I respawned twice, but luckily I only spent in total 5 minutes in the respawn queue, so I was very lucky in that regard.
Okay, I feel like after the objectives we had to pause and together get an understanding of the greater tactical situation. We were usually briefed as to our new plan after every pause, but everything you seem to say about Bravo, I don't know what kind of information they were passing you, but when I did get like bits and pieces about Bravo or just had to ask for what Bravo was doing, it seemed like it was wrong. Like if they were pushing, they weren't, and if they were full, they weren't. And looking at the AR now, I mean, Bravo is making pushes in a different AO, even after we all convene as a company and talk about pushing together, that are piecemeal, far from friendlies, don't seem well coordinated, take casualties immediately. And exemplary of that is just the final objective. Like, Bravo is moving in while we're still very much engaged at T3. And I know full well, people at T3 had a few squad leads down, including myself. I don't know if info was getting passed out, but whenever I could spit a bunch of air on comms at T3 about T3 South being the location of the enemy core and enemy having entrenched there, I did. I sure as hell did talk about it a lot. So I'm sure people figured that out. And I don't know if anyone passed it to Bravo, but it would have very much been more useful for Bravo to move in on the flank of T3, which is, as far as I know, uncovered most of the time, versus kind of pushing through and walking into oil storage when it was empty, and then dying there fighting in a concrete building. But that was just the final objective. I think throughout the operation, I didn't feel very supported by Bravo, but of course they were far away from me. The other squads, I felt we were coordinating somewhat between squads, not super frequent. And maybe that's something that we could have all done a little better, is hailing other squads individually 1 to 4 and just making sure we're on pace. I didn't always have a greater understanding of the tactical situation, even within our platoon, and that was as early as the first objective. Like when we finally took over the intersection there, I was kind of figuring out who was around us. It turns out like a Bravo squad was there too. We had a lot of meat in one location, kind of just getting fixed at the intersection. But before I start ranting about what happened, instead of what didn't go well, just our cohesion and communication definitely suffered, both from casualties and from, I mean, me getting lost a lot too, but people not talking. Yeah, personally, I feel like I communicated a lot, but I wasn't figuring everything out.
You did definitely, and your information was received. First of all, I agree with what you said, and I think there's, especially that point about Tango 3 is very poignant. In my, perhaps that was something I should have done, is, you know, considering what the size of the headache Tango 3 was inducing for us, I should have maybe just yelled at Kilo and Bravo, hey, please, we need to do this first before we can do anything else. So that's definitely a fair point. I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah, that would have helped.
But perhaps, yeah, I was so focused on just trying to figure out where everyone is, and as you guys have mentioned, it felt like, you know, because the nature of people dying and respawning, we were so spread out that my mind was preoccupied with attempting to figure out where is my platoon before I can start thinking what is the other platoon doing. Did we have anyone from Alpha 4 here? Hardcore, what squad were you in?
I was in Alpha 3. I'm just here listening.
Yeah, by all means. No worries, everyone is invited. I presume that's... Yeah, and yeah, I guess because it's just members of Alpha 1 and Alpha... Here, I guess hats off to you guys, because I felt you were the ones that were the best at contributing information and keeping me up at the tabs with things that were happening on the flanks. So you guys, Sweden Whale, you were a big pillars on which the Alpha platoon rested, shall we say.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't always hail when I was delivering some chaotic, sporadic comms, but sometimes I just had to get a word in about contact.
That's life. And shouting machine gun here is the most important thing you can do with the radio. Yeah, I guess. Is there anyone else that has any thoughts regarding the platoon before we move up onto the side debriefing? Joel, do you have any thoughts as a platoon sergeant?
It was there was too little reporting of action. We have contacts here, we have contacts here, we are taking fire from this place, we are doing this. Most of the time I just saw people running and then was like, wait, where are you going? What the fuck's going on? And then I had to find out what's going on, why are they running? So yeah, that made it difficult. Also I got shot twice by a friend.
So, there's no more thoughts here. I'm gonna hop up to the channel. Oh, sorry.
Just a quick one, I guess, from me. The respawning was a bit iffy at times. I think partially because of the first few respawns we didn't fully understand where we were supposed to spawn our trucks. So people were running. But even then, it wasn't super organized. Some trucks were leaving without, with like 10 empty spots and just driving past people on the road, etc. I realized this got a lot better halfway through the mission, because then there were calls in the net like, is everyone on, etc, etc, and then it worked great. But that right there in the beginning, it wasn't super optimal. I was part of the problem because I didn't understand how to get the URL and stuff working properly.
Yeah.
But
should also be noted that the logistical officer or driver or whatever his slot was called, he was a reserve and was assigned last minute, so he of course did not have any time to plan this. But right. I agree that we would definitely have needed a proper logistical plan of some sort, even something as simple as having like the company commander scouting out and saying, this is a good place to drop ammunition off, this is a good place to put respawners.
Right, because sometimes it felt like, I don't even know whether I can drive safely here. Is this a safe spot to do a drop-off? I mean, we'd drop off and there'd be a firefight in the building right next to us at times. Like, or we get dropped off and we'd be like 600 meters from the action. But I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it could have been better planned, perhaps. But like you said, there wasn't a logistic plan, and the guy that took the role just wasn't for service, so fair enough.
Yeah. I agree wholeheartedly. Well, I'm gonna hop up to the info channel.
Yep. Vanderhooch, när vi satt i Objective 1 och lobbade granater från de där grabbarna du såg på stenarna.
Ja.
Vi träffade.
Grymt. Hur många slog vi?
Vi dödade 2 och skadade flera. Så det gick förvånansvärt bra faktiskt.
Ja, det gick ju från att vara fullt ös eldstrid till att det var tyst.
Ja. Nej, de drar sig tillbaka efter det. Så jag har 2 grabbar som stannar. Alltså det var ju nice. Det kändes som det behövdes lite grann. Där de satt ju och bara sköt så jävla mycket de ville från den här stenen innan vi gjorde det. Jävla mortargranater, verkligen 400 meter, de sitter ju bara rakt upp.
Alltså gud vad jag saknar de där kikarna. Kraschade ju.
Ja.
Okay, if you guys want to join the last debriefings and hear what people thought about the operation, I think they just wrapped up in Alpha 10 and they're going to go on a company debrief in Op 4. And after that, they talk between both sides about, they just talk shit at each other mostly. So yeah, I'm gonna go up to Op 4. I think they're debriefing right now and you can just listen if you want. Otherwise, hope you have a nice day and thank you again for coming. Pi, Dark. It was fun, I had a good time. It wasn't the best AFI op, but it was some TVT meat grinder stuff. That is how it be sometimes.
I didn't fire my gun once. So.
Oh my god. Oh god.
I guess the people who want to be here are here now.
I killed Bravo platoon lead.
That's why he wasn't answering his radio.
Oh my god. Oh, he was looking at me like a menace.
Wait, company killed
Just
Bravo
saw his
platoon
face.
lead?
No.
Okay, I can't. I don't know if I can blame Bravo platoon for being so disorganized halfway through. They got murdered by company.
No,
Kill
it was
10,
like
shoots
right at
Bravo
the
10.
start.
Why isn't Bravo 10 answering?
Well, should we?
Bravo, why aren't you answering me?
On the road?
Is everybody here? You got
Alpha 10
Victor's
now
here?
is here.
Yeah, everyone, or most of them are here.
Everyone that wants to be here is here.
Alright, the Victors are coming.
Also, I'm not blaming you for that, Hunter. Shit happens, especially when it was such a mess of enemies and
I'm
friendlies.
blaming
in the same
myself
place.
for it. It was, I don't know, was pretty stupid in the moment. Okay, how should we start? Should I start saying something, I guess? Or should the platoon leaders want to start? Let's have the platoon leader start with Alpha Platoon.
Alright. So from perspective of Alpha, Alpha Platoon itself, mixed bag. I guess is general consensus after we discussed it within the Alpha Platoon leaders and some of the guys from the squads. We definitely felt that we internally had some issues with cohesion and the communication, but it was still, I would say, at a good enough level, even though things were plenty chaotic. Of course, those often motivated by the fact that people died a lot all the time. I would say I have two lines of feedback or criticism in regards to how we performed as a company. First of all, I think we would have needed a more established logistical plan. And the resupply and reinforcements was a bit chaotic. People weren't really knowing where to go when they respawned. And we had to do it quite ad hoc, which works, but I think it's suitable if we beforehand have agreed on some good, like just so everyone has it in the back of their mind. This is a good position to put ammunition. This is a good position to put reinforcements. But I would say the general, our general fault. What I felt that two infantry platoons, we were not really cooperating. It felt like we were playing two different missions, and waiting for each other to accomplish a checkpoint in each other's respective missions before we could continue. One, I would say that the example that stands out the most is probably towards the end, as Alpha was struggling with the enemies in Tango 3. Bravo were sent to move to the north to conduct to do their planned maneuvers in the north, but that proved difficult because then I couldn't advance. So maybe I should have pulled on the brakes and said, "Hey guys, you need to help us here," or I should have joined you, whatever. But yeah, I just felt that we did not cooperate enough. Part of that blame is on me. I would say part of that blame is on everyone, so to speak. I don't know if I had much more to say. I guess the cooperation between infantry and vehicle, I think, worked well when I had a direct link to the vehicle. And I thought like my squad leaders could come up with good positions or targets for the vehicle commanders, and the vehicle commanders were quick to react to them when we were in that symbiosis. I guess that's it. Bit exhausted. So just Jonas then.
Yeah, I don't know if I have that much to say. First of all, in the beginning, just before the mission, I heard that I will only get 3 squads. Yeah, we noticed during the first objective that the most heaviest contact was basically in our area, since the enemy had dug in and they were using the trenches and heavy weapons and all kind of shit found from the area. I basically, when we gained 500 meters, I lost at least one full squad. I felt that we lacked, well, just as Alpha, I feel that we lacked cooperation and support from other platoon, and quite same thing that happens quite often nowadays, that it felt like two platoons were fighting different war. Also, I struggled a little bit to contact my third squad, and I really didn't get any contact back at most of the time during the mission. So basically I felt like that I'm only leading two squads. But yeah, the first objective was for us, it was super chaotic. There were a lot of communication in Kilonet and Bravonet same time. I should have pointed my 15 to listen Kilo and myself only Bravo, but we were, well, basically I had to put my 15 to follow 3 since, yeah, we didn't really get contact to them at most of the time. Well, the assault to Objective 2, I missed the radio message from my second squad that they had already pushed to the crossroads. So basically when we arrived there, my platoon was already there, or one of my squads, and yeah, it was also chaotic, and I struggled a lot of like focusing on one radio net, since I suddenly hear from another net that someone is calling me, and yeah, bit unorganized from my side, and it could have been better.
Victor?
I guess it's just me left. I think the best part for us was when we supported Alpha. I felt that the connection between me and Alpha, and also the squad leader in Alpha, was good, and I tried to be on their net. I agree on Alpha that it felt like it was like 2 platoons, and then Victor had an unclear mission from behind, and then we tried to support, and then yeah, I lost one vehicle to my when we tried to support Alpha, and one vehicle in the end when we got told to pull up and try to suppress the enemy HMG, and lost duel. We had fun, but felt not like a company move. I think Victor 1 agrees on that, but he, yeah, only one is left here now.
Victor 1 agrees 100,000% what you just said. Yes.
Okay, from company side, I think Objective 1 was really hard, and for the fact that Bravo was not at full strength, that actually worked kind of well. With the first respawn wave, we were able to push them out, more or less, and they... Yeah, I don't know, I only see like less than a squad retreating into Objective 2, and then all the other squads coming with 16, over 20 guys coming to reinforce Objective 2. So I think Objective 1 was really hard, but we did really good there, and it's about to be expected that you just take a lot of casualties in such a terrain. I understand that people think we didn't work together there, but I think we worked like really well together there. There were like a lot of targets behind on the hill, and we pretty much all engaged that. Not necessarily in the most effective manner, especially with the victors, but I don't think this went rather bad. And of course we got bogged down a bit, and it took us a while to get Bravo moving again after they died. There was also some communication issues where issued some other orders, and then Bravo was suddenly ready to conduct the assault, and they did it. But I think that also went fine. I think most of our problems just happened after Objective 2. We lost all cohesion there. I lost all comms to the victors there. They were not responding at all. I tried to tell them to pull back, but they pushed forward and just died to enemy RPG or something. And with Bravo, it was similar because I think Bravo platoon leadership just died at some point while they were pushing north. So I didn't know what's going on there. And what I saw from when I when I was in Spectator, Bravo just were sitting in that building and just getting picked off, watching out of the windows one by one. And yeah, that was not the best tactical move and not intended from me. Overall, from mission design, it was supposed that the buildings were locked and only the ground floor was accessible. For some reason that didn't work. So that honestly kind of fucked us, because on Objective 2, the approach from Alpha was easily observable by the enemy. And yeah, just sitting in the building at the North Road and just getting picked off one by one is also not good, while Alpha got completely bogged down there. Like, Alpha was at almost complete strength and got held off from occupying the Tango 3 positions for 30 minutes by like 6 men or something. So yeah, we definitely lost a lot of cohesion and momentum there.
Yeah, regarding that Bravo 6 building, I also realized only when I got there myself that they are actually sitting inside the building, and before I had time to give any new orders, I was shot from northeast, like on the same side of the road, because I didn't get the message that there are enemies 100 meters from the building.
Yeah, I think nobody in Bravo really noticed that, because all the windows, they were just towards the objective, and I also got killed by that squad. Yeah. For Objective 3, it was more the intention to suppress with the vehicles, but we didn't get company control of the vehicles, and I don't know. I think the vehicles in the end pretty much just supported Alpha going down MSR Cat, I think it was, and not really firing into Objective 3, so I don't know. I think a lot of people just got shot from Objective 3 without us being able to do any real damage towards the enemies in the objective.
Yeah, I got killed when I tried to suppress that objective.
I would argue from Alpha's perspective in that we were, because I'm sure you guys saw how we died at the end, we were unable to get into a position such that we would be able to effectively fire or do anything against Objective 3 without support from the rest of the company. I of course realized the thought that we want Bravo platoon to detract enemy focus towards the northwest flank, so that I can push in on the south flank, but
no, that was not the intention. Bravo was just too far in that moment, and you guys were too slow for what I planned. But yeah, like, I don't know, comms just broke down at that point, and we lost comms to Bravo, so I had to move up there, and then I died, and then Max took over at that point.
I think ASR Cat at that stage was too big of a mouthful to chew with a less than 100% platoon without any other support.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I actually wanted to move up to Bravo and see what's the situation up there, and then just get you guys moving along the north on MSR, but I died while doing that.
Alright.
Anyone else got anything that he wants to mention?
Guess it's trying for Op 4 to bask in the glory. You pretty much heard everything we said, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we caught Alpha, but I think I got the general gist, so I'll give you my perspective. Our plan in the beginning, when it came to Objective 1, was to have half a platoon forward to slow down the enemy, and then half a platoon back preparing trenches and being able to act as a reserve. From my perspective, that ended up going very well. The forward teams that we had were able to cause casualties and slow down your advance while still keeping their strength high enough that they could go to those fallback positions and hold. But one thing that ended up happening, hold on, I need to get the AR program started. I don't know the exact timestamp, but at one point in the eastern side, we had a situation where our line almost collapsed. Because before one of the forward squads could fall back all the way to their last position, to their last and final position, the enemy actually got in between. So you guys, from what I saw, actually did a very good job on moving up to us, but our teams managed to hold that, and then they managed to recover. From my perspective, overall, a really brutal fight, and it really came very close at several times. I think that at some point, if you would have had just a little bit more men, or a BMP wouldn't have been taken out when it did, you could have probably went through us a lot, went through our line north of the first objective a lot earlier, or not a lot earlier, but at some point you could have probably captured that position properly. So I feel like it was a really intense game, and a really good job from both sides. I don't know how it felt for you guys at the end, but I felt like the attack on the second objective was quite good. I'm not quite sure of how many casualties you took, but
we had 160 tickets and had none left at the end, and maybe 10 guys were alive.
Yeah, but I was thinking of the way they moved into the second objective was quite good. Once you got there, you had one of the platoons flank up, and yeah, I feel like it really came down to the wire on this one. Even though we had some respawn tickets left, I think we had
you had 100 total, which is
we
had 70 in the defense mission.
I think that we had less than 17 at the end, but I never respawned to check. I think we were at the very good. Either way,
you were at full strength and had still a couple tickets left.
Yeah. Overall, I think that the reason that we won is because of the squad leaders and the riflemen in our team, and I don't want to try to take credit for anything. Really, it was a great job by everyone below me. Special shout outs to 15 for taking over, because I ended up surrounded in a house more times than I should have. Yeah, I don't really know what to say, so I'm gonna end it there.
Yeah, I'm rounding up. I'm in 415. I mean, we right up until the last admin message, we had the feeling that we were going to lose this on tickets, since obviously we didn't have any insight how the enemy was going. So it was a surprise in that sense for us. Personally, this was kind of confirmed what we heard here. Is that I wasn't expecting much from the BMPs because they are quite horrible, but they did underperform, both in getting killed by us and also being unable to effectively suppress our defense to enable an infantry attack, which meant that those infantry attacks usually happened either under fire, leading to their defeat, or managing to advance without us seeing them by the defenders either being killed, or one time we actually moved our reserve squad away from flank just when O4 was trying to make a push, but that happens. So yeah, I mean, if you guys can want to comment like what a bit more like how what was up with the vehicles?
There was just a comms breakdown at some points, and at some points I think the vehicles took a bit too much initiative, or the platoons pushed them a bit towards forward, and they just got into RPG range, and they are big. They died to one RPG.
I think we got one RPG kill and 2 demo block kills.
Demo block kills?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what I...
Two demos.
I can't say... I don't know. That kind of leaves me speechless. Did you like walk up and plant the explosives? And...
Yeah, we they rolled up on our flank on the south side, and they weren't supported by infantry, so we ran up and threw a satchel charge into the first one, and that was really good. And then
Wait,
the second
what
time,
objective?
First objective.
Yeah, Victor 1 was on the left side, and he understood that he was ordered to push forward to support Bravo, but I think Bravo was dead.
Yeah, there was some communication issues.
And there was a second one that rolled up on our position into objective 3, and then it just got like swarmed. It was.
That was
Yeah, why did that BMP push into the objective alone at the end of the op? Was it just given up, or?
Because it was a very brave.
There. I told them multiple times to stop moving and pull back and get back under my control, but I don't know.
But
they didn't hear me or something. Or that was broken.
That was really unfortunate for the guys on top, because we shot them as they were coming up, and then we threw a double set of demo charges on top. We didn't kill the gunner.
The guy on top was the commander, by the way.
Oh, okay. We didn't kill the gunner inside the vehicle. We thought we had killed everybody inside, but he went uncon. He woke up towards the end of the operation, was able to turn the turret and blow us up before we got it with an RPG at the end.
And another question that I had to info, it was like what was the, if this had gone perfectly for you, like what was the plan here?
For OPFOR, you mean?
Yes.
Can you rephrase, or what objective exactly?
No, in general, like what was the intention here for objective 1? Because we clearly felt that we defeated the first attack, so it was, we didn't really get a sense of what was the OPFOR plan.
The intention was to push in a company line and just push you guys out of there, but yeah, Bravo lost 1 squad due to no-show, and our BMPs pushed toward forward. And the end goal was to capture the radio mast with Alpha Platoon, which we did.
As a Victor, I'm gonna say the plan for Victor was extremely unclear. I got the feeling that it was not supposed to be used at all.
I told you multiple
Victor
times.
1 agrees on that assessment.
I don't know, I think it was pretty clear what the Victors were supposed to do in phase 1, to stay in the rear and stay under control of company, and we call you up on targets. Yeah, that didn't work out. And that was also the intention for...
I was standing where you called me up.
Yeah, but you left like less than a minute or 2 later. I don't know. You guys were moving a lot.
Yeah.
If you guys just stay at like the phase
vehicles, not bunkers.
Yeah, but if you stay at phase line green, you are out of weapons range from the enemy that's located like much further north, more around the antenna mast area. And if people are able to throw a satchel on you, you definitely went too far.
I cannot answer for any satchel charges, but I can answer to get killed by at 500 meters by a PKM.
If it's any consolation, it was Victor 2 that got satcheled. So I don't know if they're here to defend themselves, but should probably move the AR along.
I guess to discuss the platoon, like the wide, the idea of pushing on a wide company line. I see the idea of it, to have a, you know, because we don't want to push and then accidentally leave half the enemy's force to envelop us on one side. But I think we would have needed to punch harder in the hole we punched. It felt like both Bravo and Alpha, while supported by Victor, were giving it all they had to break through. But then we, okay, both managed to break through, but at what price? And there was really nothing more we could send. Like, once we had sacrificed people to punch our hole for the defender's wall, we didn't really have much to funnel through that hole. I don't know. This is that. Yeah, I think in general we would have should have been playing on half the map. We should not have been playing the entire map.
I don't feel like the AO is too wide. I mean...
No, not the AO. I mean...
It means force concentration.
Actions.
Yeah.
We should have delayed... So I'm not criticizing the mission maker, but I'm criticizing how we acted in that the frontage for our attack, I believe, was far too wide.
From the infantry perspective, there were a few things that I noticed that we did that you guys didn't do as you were pushing us. You guys kept putting these thrusting attacks forward, and you would have 4 or 5 people die, and you have a squad to back them up, but by the time they were filtered in, they didn't have enough people to capture the point that they were going to. What we did routinely is bounding efforts. So instead of having a handful of people pressing forward and then dying to a squad's worth of people that are in a defensive position, we were bounding elements forward and backwards and to the left and to the right in an effort to keep gunfire up and keep you pinned so you couldn't move and then hit you at oblique angles. And that seemed to work fairly effectively up until the last point where we were just on an all-out defensive front. So that was one thing I did note from an infantry perspective that was different from our side, at least fighting your guys' Bravo platoon.
For sure. And to Run's point as well, with Bravo's push through the forest, they came through the bulwark of the trench lines, and by the time they had pushed to our secondary line of defense, they were depleted. If they had Alpha behind them to push that defilade to the west along the border, they could have pushed into our X-Ray 5 or even up over the hill into the fields to the southwest, I think, of our objective 2, with little resistance. It was kind of like a highway, actually, because it really got sparse in terms of cover once you got a little bit towards the edge of the town, and that would have been the place to do it, I think. So to Run's credit, yeah, it probably would have worked better to have a force concentration on that. You guys could have absolutely run with your front there.
I'm gonna head off. GG everyone.
GG. GG later.
Thank you.
I'm gonna head out as well. Let's see. So right now it is 3 and I have another operation at 4. If you guys are interested in getting to watch a Cadian XX Half-Life 2 themed operation, stick around for another hour. However, this stream is gonna cut. I'm gonna break for a bit and get a snack. And if you're interested in more Arma 3 in your near future, then don't go anywhere. We're gonna wrap up here. I can't say for sure why that op felt so mid. Like, obviously an attacker is gonna die more often. I went down a shit ton personally, just my... Personally, I was bad with my movement. I was worried about the squad's movement, sure, but there were times when I was a little too far up, I think. Let's see. A few key mistakes I made on my part, some land navigation issues I've already poured myself out for. Definitely some communication issues with Alpha Platoon. It didn't feel smooth. It didn't feel like I was getting information piped in as to what the rest of the platoon, let alone the other platoon entirely, were up to. what could have helped with that at a platoon levels. I just hope Bravo was regularly checking in on their elements, seeing what Bravo 1 to 3 was doing, and then when they get that info, passing it up. Passing it up regularly. If Hunter wasn't getting that info piped up automatically, he needs to ask for it. And if he's not getting a clear picture, it's probably because someone's dead. But you can always find out by just asking. So I hope Hunter was asking a lot of questions. And then there's the BMPs. The BMPs got killed by a bunch of satchels and demo charges on 2 occasions, which obviously means they're pushing up a little too hard. Sightline sucked, so it's understandable they want to get close to the front. But Company had, in my opinion, a conflicting game plan for the vehicles. Hunter wanted our BMPs to directly support the infantry and be called up to the front on particular targets only after the infantry have clearly spotted them out. And there's a lot in that way. In the way there, 1, the BMP's shitty situational awareness because it's a little metal box that BMP-1 can barely see anything. And I don't think the commander even has proper optics, which sucks. And 2, Hunter insisted the BMPs be directly under the control of Company in the backline to be called up by Company when told. But what happens when the BMP gets to the front line? When they need to be guided because of the BMP's shitty situational awareness by the nearest infantry element? They can maybe turn out and ask? I mean, Company's sending them up blind. Company's not at the front, as far as I know. So Company's saying, go up there, there's a target at this TRP, blow it up, but the BMPs are wading through a thick forest to get there most of the time. And I guess when they get there, they turn out and say, hey, friendly infantry, where the fuck is this target? Get guided on, maybe blow it up. I think Hunter has this idealized picture in his head of all these enemy targets being at clearly marked out and planned TRPs that the BMP will so easily be able to locate and explode, but it's much more messy than that. And I think I'm always a fan of attaching the vehicles to infantry that can be their eyes and ears. And this doesn't always work out. Sometimes the BMPs need to be doing their own thing or focusing on fighting other enemy vehicles, but I think this would have been a good opportunity for it. I think the BMPs should have been attached to the platoon. And how mid-op, I kind of thought they were. I was wondering why our platoon leader wasn't like having them do stuff for us, I don't know. He had to advocate in the end for Company and like request them and all that. Ugh. Yeah. I understand later the BMPs were both going to be used for Bravo's flank, and then, you know, I saw the BMP was still with us supporting at the hill, and I'm like, well, if Bravo's going to initiate the flank, why is the BMP here? I asked platoon, technically I don't think I ever got an answer for that. Lots of thoughts. Lots of thoughts about the operation not going so smoothly. You know, we almost won in the end, and we still killed a lot of guys, too. We also had some action, so we're checking all those boxes for, you know, shooting at dudes, but I didn't really check the teamwork box today, and I think that's why it felt so weird for me. I hope my squad felt informed. At least, I hope my squad felt informed. And with that, I bid you guys adieu. I'll see you in about 50 minutes with a Cadian op. For now, I'm gonna get a bite, maybe walk my dog. See you, Nightstorm. See you, Odal. Bye, everybody.